Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and WATCW fans all over the... What the hell is this? Hold on, what is going on here? Black and white camera? What is going on here? This has got to be the work of the dastardly World Order. The NWO, as it were. The group that's running things tonight. Not me, it's them. They're running the show tonight. Evidently. Let's get a quick audio check, if you don't mind, folks. Let's see how it sounds. Audio check. Alright, it's there. That's all I needed to know. It's there. And you might see in the chat we've already got our hot new WATCW emote. 1,000 hours in Canva to accomplish that. What the hell is that? They got their logo over everything. And what's going on with our ring? Well, at least this is correct now. Looks like at least the Smash and Survive entrance is correct. You know, Smash and Survive, Kevin Smets, and the Survivor have been giving me a lot of grief because every time I booked them in a match, their entrance isn't correct. But here you go. The Smasher is getting what he wanted, which is the Goldberg entrance. So I hope you're happy, Smets. We're just jumping into it tonight. We're starting late. It's 10 o'clock. Legit thought that was a misspelling of watch. What do you mean? I don't know. What's going on, MrEliMac?
The following contest,
our logo's over everything.
For one fall. Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221
I'm just now seeing
pounds,
that the logo in the corner and on all the graphics
Kevin
is messed up. It says NWO. It should say WATCW. Oh, the WATCW logo? Oh, the emo. No, it's chanting. It's like when you chant WATCW, WATCW. Anytime something really spectacular happens, you put in the WATCW emote. Such as the Survivor coming down to the ring. We're just jumping right into it.
Wasteland. Weighing in at 200.
No fanfare. We're just getting started because it's kind of late for me. I don't know if it's late for you.
David.
But welcome back to WATCW. Our, I'd say at this stage, I'd say monthly wrestling program. But if you've never seen it before, every couple of weeks we fire up a virtual wrestling league here in my copy of WWE 2K22. Comprised of some of our favorite characters from movies, TV, comic books, video games, some of which are characters from past games I've streamed here, and they fight with and or against many of my friends in the podcasting and streaming space right here at WATCW. You can see two former Movie Trivia Schmodown alumni, the Survivor and Kevin Smets, the Smasher, who weeks ago were giving me a lot of grief. And here we go. Look at this. Grayscale monochrome top to bottom. As if there was any doubt on who fucked up my camera.
At a combined weight of 382
You're
pounds.
correct. I believe they black and whited my camera.
NWO.
Here we go. Okay, look. Smash and Survive weeks ago were giving me a lot of trouble on Twitter. They said I was rigging the system against them, that I was screwing them over, that it was like working with a bunch of fucking children. I don't need guys on my payroll blowing up my spot. So I said, you know what? I got you guys running the clown show over in this corner. I got these idiots messing up my whole stream. They spray painted my ring. Okay, they spray painted the canvas of our sacred squared circle. So I'm just gonna, you know what? Sometimes You take one problem and another problem, and you just let those two problems solve each other. It's like a double negative. So this is what we got going on tonight. Not that we have any lack of Nasty World happening this evening. I hate to tell you, you're going to see a lot of these guys tonight. But I just said, you know what? Let's let them sort each other out. Okay? No matter who wins, we lose. But as long as one of them loses, I'm happy. Because I'm sick of having a bunch of crybabies in my feed all the time. I can't believe this. They spray painted the ring. You know, I've got a whole pay-per-view happening tonight with their name on it. It's themed after them. And that wasn't enough. We got to spray paint my ring. We've got to take over the show program. You got to hack my camera so it looks like your entrances when you come out. This is goofy. And I'm glad you just got hit with that massive power slam from the Smasher. Good grief. MrEliMac, I'm glad the NWO doesn't exist in my multiverse. That's right. You know what? You could see competitors like the Rager and the Demon, and now in leagues all across the multiverse, all across Twitch, including on MrEliMac's EMW on Monday nights. But there's only one place, regrettably, there's only one place you can see the Nasty World Order, and that's right here on WATCW. And I would prefer to keep it that way. If I were you, I wouldn't complain about that at all. Let's keep them here. This is the canon event that I have to deal with, okay? Getting a lot of great offense, by the way, starting off here for Smash and Survive, and I'm not sad about it. Smash and Survive, I don't believe have successfully secured a victory in their young career here in WATCW. Kind of a haphazard, thrown-together tag team, quite honestly. But a win here would be pretty monumental, especially considering these are apparently, as of tonight, marquee competitors, Radis and Demon. Going out to the outside there. Great move. Look at that. He's yucking it up on the outside, and I suppose he's earned the right. But what do you get for that? Rager tags out the Demon. You got to keep your eye on the prize, especially when it's against two slimy slime balls like these sons of bitches here in the NWO. And Demon's taking it to Survivor with a series of chops. Likewise, you got to think, if you're the NWO, this is supposed to be your show. This is supposed to be your stream, evidently. You want to believe you're going to want to get a big, big win to start things off. It would not be to their advantage to start this entire evening off with a loss. I will remind you, they did get a win over the tag champions last time. Rager and Demon over Jay and Silent Bob. It was via countout, which means the title. Wow, massive swanton by the Demon. Hooks the leg, goes for the pin. Smasher doesn't want to see the end like that, and it doesn't. He breaks it up, and this match continues. Our opening bout here tonight in WATCW, and what a way to get started with some fantastic tag team action. Wait, I'm hearing some music. What is happening here? Hold on. Incredible Dad Tattoo. Wait a minute, is that? Who is that coming down to the ring? Matter of fact, teleporting to the ring. It's Chris Anthony Lopez. Appears to be interested in the action happening here tonight. I don't know if he was expecting some sort of distraction to occur there, or maybe just a form of intimidation. Oh, he's getting in the ring. Wow, Rager coming in for the quick save. And if I'm Smash and Survive, I might even be happy about that, because that was nearly a DQ finish in the favor of the Nasty World. What is going on over here? The water's just boiling over. Is the personality is here to blow this for the Nasty World, and I can't say I blame them. This is going to be a messy one, folks. This is going to be a chaotic one. This is going to be a dirty one. This is going to be a nasty one, evidently. Chris is stunned on the outside, and after that big slam, Survivor's looking to make it a victory. Not quite. Demon kicks right out. Smasher's back in. It's pandemonium already. This is the opening match for the evening. That was a close one. Chris, I think, is going right to the back. Sometimes things don't go how you expect, folks. Take it from me. I'm not sure what was happening there, but Chris Anthony Lopez is on the warpath tonight. Smasher hooks the leg, doesn't quite get it. It's going to take more than that to put the Seaman Demon down for the count. Chris Anthony Lopez on the warpath, folks. Last time we went live, his partner, his brother in arms, Hollywood Nick Molbach, betrayed him, broke up the Kids at Heart, the most dominant team we'd ever seen, to align himself with the Demon and the Rager to form, of course, the group that is now known as the Nasty World Order. Chris Anthony Lopez going to try to get justice. He's going to try to get vengeance tonight. But we got to wait a long, long time before we see that occur. That'll be our main event match tonight. A 8-man elimination tag team match. In the main event of Sold Out. Team Personality versus the Nasty World Order. Perhaps our biggest main event ever tags out to Rager. It's very interesting to see him make his presence known here on the opening bout, but just as quick as he showed up, he's out. And it didn't seem to slow down the NWO. Not a bit. Didn't distract him too much. Oh, giant elbow from the Rager. I thought maybe he was going to go for the GTS there for a second. What do you think? Nope. You better give him Smasher before he tags out to the Survivor, which he does, and the thunder is booming, and it is roaring outside, folks. I very much doubt you'd be able to hear it on this microphone, but there is thunderstorms all night here in Northeast Ohio. Huge roundhouse to the temple of the Survivor. Can he capitalize? Smasher stunned on the outside, puts him up. It's not Kenta, it's not CM Punk, it's Triple R with the GTS. Hooks the leg. Demon's there for damage control. And wow. Made it look easy. And I think there are no excuses left for Smash and Survive, who got the entrance that they wanted. Kevin Smith is going to see that. He's going to be so excited that he finally got the big Goldberg entrance. And it didn't make a difference, folks. The Nasty World Order securing a huge win. You can see Chris stunned on the outside there. I think that's what we just keep seeing, is Chris is trying to fight for his life in this league against these absolute scumbags, but the numbers game is intense, and the numbers don't lie, as Scott Steiner will tell you. Perhaps a little overwhelmed, but thankfully for Chris, he's going to have a huge opportunity to even it up and balance it out. A little too sweet for you. There it is, the original two members of the Nasty World celebrating a huge win. And these guys have been different, I gotta say, since Nick Molbach took the reins. There's no doubt about that. Got a win over the champs last stream. Defeated Smash and Survive here in our opening bout. Fantastic for them. Like I said, no matter who wins, we lose. We still certainly do lose with the Nasty World securing their first win of the evening. Could it be their last? We don't know. Like I said, we'll see a lot more of them throughout the night. Now, but before we got plenty of time to talk about the NWO. Quite frankly, I'm sick of talking about the NWO. Here's something a little more important, though it will eventually cross paths with the Nasty World later tonight, too. We've got to decide a new number one contender for our Women's Championship. Of course, Becky the Wreck Rat, I can't believe they spray painted our ring. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Becky the Wreck Radis is, of course, the reigning defending women's champion, the 3 times women's champion, and is the matriarch of the Nasty World Order. And she needs a challenger tonight at Sold Out. And wait, the fuck? Wait, who is that? Catwoman, look out! Who is that? What on earth? Folks, do my eyes deceive me? I am not sure what is happening. We've been seeing a lot of strange things occur on the stream over the last couple of weeks, but if I didn't know better, I would say that's Rey Mysterio? Perhaps? Not quite? What on earth? We're supposed to have a number one contenders match here for the women's championship. Catwoman and Lady Dimitresque, but this mystery woman is just beating the hell out of Catwoman in the ring. Oh, I'm flabbergasted. What is going on? We're supposed to have a number one contenders match. Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio? What do you mean, Rey Mysterio? Apparently Eli has heard about Rey Mysterio in the chat. What is going on? Rey Mysterio? What is this? Oh my god. I can't get my bearings. I don't know what's up, what's down. Adam's in the chat. He said he's sorry. I just get here and was going to make a Rey Mysterio joke. This is no joke. This is my life. Rey Mysterio. What does that even mean? And now, by the way, let me know if I'm peeking the shit out of this mic. I'm sorry. What is this? My sweet, beautiful boy teaming up with Mr. X? What is this? Over there on the left, I see Thor and Balder, which are a team we haven't seen in a long, long, long time. Of course, at the Norse Pantheon. Spent a lot of time fighting these guys back in the good old God of War days, and I don't know if we've seen them in the ring since maybe the first WATCW stream. But I'm happy to have them back here in the team's division tonight. But who on earth? What on earth is my sweet, beautiful boy Klord doing?
Is scheduled for one fall.
What is going on?
The way to the ring. At a combined weight of 639
I can't do this. My ring is spray painted. My logos have been changed. My camera is black and white. The Nasty World Order already have a win. We're barely a half hour into the stream, and we're 16 minutes into the stream, and the Nasty World's got a win. There's somebody named Rey Mysterio who just ruined my #1 contenders match. I was supposed to get a #1 contender tonight to challenge Becky the Wreck. I don't got one now. I got somebody named Rey Mysterio jumping my competitors, and now my sweet, beautiful boy Klord is teaming up with literally my worst enemy. What Dark Side universe is this exactly, Adam? My thoughts exactly. The multiverse is opening up too much now. A multiverse version of Rey Mysterio has debuted. We're in the Mysterio-verse, baby. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Look at this guy.
And their opponents first, representing the Mean Street Posse from Japan.
Mean Street Posse?
Weighing in at 402 pounds.
The black and white camera is an interesting choice. It wasn't my choice. I just signed on and it looked like this. And I was momentarily confused until I saw, of course, and remembered that the Nasty World does prefer a grayscale entrance. So you do the math on this. The feed's been hacked. Look, here's the thing. I remember last stream, I had Klord and Mr. X go one-on-one, toe-to-toe. My theory on this was I love Klord. He's perfect. He's the strongest little man in town, and Mr. X has been giving me so much grief, so much trouble and anxiety for weeks in Resident Evil 2. So I was going to let Klord sort things out. Go out there and put in some fisticuffs for Papa and get a good fight out of it. But Mr. X, oh look at him, he's just magnificent. Mr. X won that match fair and square, hate to say it. And to my shock, my chagrin, afterwards, the two of them shook hands, and I told Klord, don't shake a stranger's hand.
Posse.
What's the Main Street Posse? What is this?
Weighing in at 402
You don't shake
pounds.
a stranger's hand.
Lord.
Okay, you could fight him. You can break his hand. But you don't shake his hand. And, you know, my assumption was some sort of respect was exchanged there. My sweet little buddy here, he just loves a good fight. He's just looking for somebody who can offer him a fantastic fight. And maybe that's what he saw in Mr. X. But I don't know what this is. I don't like that my son is hanging out with some strange tyrant. That's a bad influence. What do you mean they're teaming up? Tag team match? Can always give Lady Alcina the #1 contendership. I mean, I guess I could. Doesn't seem very fair, but Somebody's got to challenge Becky the Wreck tonight. You don't shake a stranger's hand and then form a posse with them. I agree. My thoughts exactly. What happened to these traditional values? Here we go. And the fan, I don't think the fans like this. Because, okay, there they are. The fans were not making any noise for a while. It was painfully quiet. And I was starting to think maybe that was their way of disapproving of what was happening here as well. But now they're clapping, they're cheering. They were just taking a quick power nap. Here we go. We've got Balder and Mr. X tying up here. I don't know what to say about this. I'm not in the habit of cheering for Thor and Balder. You know, we've definitely had our on-stream disagreements before. And I'm also not in the habit of wanting to see my sweet baby boy get beaten up, but I'm a little concerned here. I'm a little concerned that Klord hasn't taken all the... What on... That was an incredible maneuver. Didn't quite get all of it, but he's right back to action. You know, Balder's whole thing is he doesn't really feel physical pain, so it's pretty easy to recover when you do a big, giant shooting star press and then land on your forehead. Like Brock Lesnar did that one time. Grab in a shower, but your condolences in the meantime. Well, I appreciate your condolences. You know, I don't even know what they're for at this point, but I understand that they are for something. The fans are very quiet. It's very strange. Feels like the sound has dropped out. I don't know if you're registering that on stream as well. Like I can really hear them grunting, but I don't really hear the fans cheering as much. They're kind of booing now. And I don't like that they're booing, because that makes me feel like they're booing Klord, who I love, and I only want all the success for. I mean, I felt so strongly about bringing him here into the league and thought it would be a great success for him, but now I'm rethinking everything. Thor tags out to Balder. It's kind of like, it's actually exactly like when Billy Ray Cyrus got his daughter into acting. You know, he never could have predicted what the Hannah Montana pipeline would lead to for his young daughter, and he says, I'll just regret that so much. That's how I feel now. As Balder locks up with Klord, I think maybe, I don't know. I've been debating on stream whether I should get Street Fighter 6 because it looks like a lot of fun. And now I'm thinking I might just get it so I can give Klord something else to do. Because I don't like what he's doing with his downtime and the ruffians he's hanging out with, like Mr. X. Massive fucking chop to Balder's throat. And Klord says, look at that. And I do see it. I'm very proud of you. You're doing a great job. But I don't think this was necessary for you to team up. And they are very big. Huge need of Balder's dome there. Tags out to Mr. X. Look, I can't believe they teamed up. It was not supposed to go like this. I think Balder's busted open now, too. Jeez. Yo, we got Matt in the chat. What's going on, friend? According to Fitbit, I just hit my 10,000 step daily goal. Makes no sense, of course, because I'm sitting here. You can see I am not stepping. But thank you. I'll take all of your congratulations. Well, that was a very dramatic double miss there. Didn't quite get it. How we doing? How's everybody doing? Maybe we'll just talk about ourselves. We'll talk about our days to try and get past what's happening here, because I just can't really... I just have to deal with so much here tonight. And on top of that, Klord's the last person I thought I'd be getting grief from. Klord has brought me nothing but joy since he was born. Until tonight. And you know what? I guess that's part of being a father. You know, sometimes little ones let you down. Sometimes your little ones team up with a giant albino mutant bioweapon. And you gotta, you know, we've all been there. We've all grown up. A classic coming-of-age story. Just saw the adventure of our favorite archaeologist. Benjamin Gates? No, of course, you mean Indiana Jones. How was it? Maybe you won't say how it was in chat. Maybe that's for later. Does it come out this weekend? I see a lot of people tweeting about Indiana Jones. I don't know if everybody I know just gets to go to press screenings these days. Spine buster from my son. Hooks the leg. Thor's right there, though. I'm not sure. Thor's not too worried about it, evidently. and with a good reason. Balder kicks out. Klord can't believe it, but I think it's going to take a little bit more to put Balder down. We've seen that boss fight on the stream before. Look at Klord's sneakers. I bought him the best shoes I could, you know. I don't have all the money in the world, but I wanted to make sure my son had nice shoes. The embargo is up. Review drops Monday, but you can say that you liked it. Well, that's good. I'm just glad you liked it. Glad it was worth your time. I think I'm going to see that dumb fucking Flash movie tomorrow. I think I'm going to go see it. Oh, big punch by Mr. X to Balder, who's really taken a lot of the punishment here in this tag team match. And I always like to talk about the stakes of the match. You know, every match matters, in my opinion. Every win matters in this league. When you only go live a couple hours out of the month, in terms of WATCW, every win matters. And Thor and Balder, not a team we've seen in a very long time. Like I said, I don't think they've been booked since maybe the very first stream of this, which was way back in December of last year. Would be huge for them to pick up a win here. That would definitely get them back on the card much faster than last time. Meanwhile, Mr. X and Klord, I hate to say it, they're a new team. And if they win here tonight, I mean, I would hate to do it, but wow, that was teamwork right there. Look at that double team maneuver. Mr. X assisting my sweet, beautiful son Klord, and that huge double axe handle coming off the top rope to Thor's arm. See that gash in Thor's tummy still hasn't healed from the Leviathan axe. Such a long time ago. Big chop. You go for Batman. I mean, I guess I am, right? That's kind of, I would say, I would say that, were it not for that aspect, I probably wouldn't go see it. Huge choke slam, I think, to Thor. There it goes. It's the leg. Balder breaks it up. And Thor should be lucky. Should count his lucky stars that happened, because I have no doubt about it. I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of that maneuver. And it definitely would have finished the match. I'm just realizing Mr. X is busted open. And, you know, you can't miss that, really. It's that pale sort of egg white skin there he's got going for him. Wow, a huge double elbow from Klord and Mr. X. And I hate to say it, I don't want to say it, but whoa! What a maneuver! They are working like a fantastic team. Oh, I don't say it ain't so. Hooks the leg, but Thor's still on the apron. I don't think it's going to be that easy. That's the tricky thing. That's what I think that's the first thing they should teach in tag team school. You got to get the opponent, the other guy off the apron for you hook the pin, buddy. Because see what's going to happen is, and that's the thing, Klord isn't used to tag team competition. He's only just gone one-on-one. But if you hook the leg when the team member's on the apron, he's going to come in and break it up every single time. See, Thor's stunned on the outside. Now will be the time to capitalize on Balder. Balder tries to capitalize on Klord. Not going to happen. Not quite, sir. Balder going up top. What's he thinking here on my sweet, beautiful son? There, he did it again. He did that crazy fucking lunatic star press. What the hell was that? I've never seen it done like that before. Wow. Huge kick to my perfect young man there. Watching the Flash tomorrow as well for work. Yeah, you know, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I expect from the Flash. In the for the first, like, theatrical trailer, I was going, like, I hate to say it, this movie looks kind of good. And then a lot of the early reactions to it were also pretty encouraging. My son kicks out. And of course he does. You kidding me? He's amazing. I'm so proud of him. And now I'm seeing some reactions that are not so favorable as well. I'm also kind of in a rush to see it because it seems so spoilerable, right? Or just spoilable would probably be the better way to say that. Good job, Klord. Gets him to the corner, except now I know that means he's going to probably tag in that piece of shit Mr. X on the outside. Sorry, I'm showing my bias here. I'm supposed to be bipartisan here as your commissioner and commentator. By the way, let me know if the audio's okay. This game gets so fucking noisy sometimes, and I listen back to it and I go, man, I wish the audio was balanced better. So let me know if you can't hear me super good. I don't just mean like adequately. Let me know if you can't hear me super good. Like, really, really good. And also let me know if you can hear me too good. Maybe I'm peeking the mic a lot. Let me know. Here we go, tag out. Who's going to win this one? Very competitive match, considering it was unsanctioned. I never told anybody they could do this. I don't know who booked it, but they're going to get a very stern talking to. And here's the thing, Misdirection went to tag team school as well. Oh, and the referee should go into ref school. Wait a minute, Thor gets confused. Oh, he snaps out of it and just manages to break up the pin. Seen it twice, probably only needed to see it once. Very spoiler friendly. That shit making out with potential spoilers. That shit it making out with potential spoilers. That shit is making out with potential spoilers? Like kissing them? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm kind of in a rush to see it because I don't want to get spoiled on it, which I've said before, I don't really care about spoilers with Marvel and DC movies anymore, because I just also haven't cared as much about these movies in the last couple of months. But this one seems like it's very surprise heavy, so I think I've already seen a spoiler for it on the timeline. I don't know if it was real. If it was real, it was very stupid. And I'm almost skeptical that they actually did what I saw. But, oh, Balder going for the big submission. Never mind, some sort of face-hugging choke slam. Spoilers around every corner, yeah. I figured as much. I feel like there's a lot of, like, it's already hit the internet, right? There's like a screen cam version, and people are taking screenshots of that, and they're posting that online. And yeah, I don't want to be spoiled on it if I can help it. So I'm probably gonna see that dumb movie tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I'll like it. I feel like The Flash looks like the movie that a lot of people said Multiverse of Madness was gonna be. Does that make sense? I don't. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna elaborate. So just gotta deal with it. Did I win yet? If you're talking about your favorite actor that isn't Goldblum, no comment. Okay, then I don't know if I'd say that he's my favorite actor, by the way, but yeah, I think you figured out what I meant, Matt. And so I'm assuming that is true. And yeah, I think I have to see how I'll have to see it in the actual movie, but I don't know. You would think I'm all about that, but on its face, I think it's kind of fucking dumb. But I'll have to judge it when I see it in context. I'm sure it's just a stupid Easter egg. Did I win yet? Chris said. No, Chris, you didn't. Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. You did not win yet, but you did interrupt the opening match between Smash and Survive and Nasty World. You teleported to the ring to try and distract Nasty World and stop them from getting the victory. And I hate to say it, you were unsuccessful. The Demon and the Rager did get the win over Smash and Survive. Mr. X looking to get a win for his team. That's very weird. He broke it up, and I'm not sure why, because this is a golden opportunity to get the win. Let's try it again. Now Thor kicked out. You wasted the opportunity that you had. Clort's keeping Balder busy on the outside. Mr. X sizing up the Norse god of thunder, and it is very thunderous outside. And perhaps Thor's feeling that himself, because he broke out of that very near fatal choke slam attempt. This is a very competitive tag team match. Shades of EMW, if Eli's still in here. He knows what it's like. Sometimes these tag matches just go a little too long. Tags out to Clord. My big, beautiful son who did nothing wrong until tonight when he teamed up with Mr. X. Maybe he just doesn't understand what he's doing. Big power bomb to Balder, showing off to the crowd. Clord, I mean, you just get out of there, buddy. I'll take you out for a cheeseburger. Just get out of there. Why are you hanging out with this idiot? We're talking the Flash. Just left the cinema after seeing it. What's Chris's final verdict? Give me the Lopez lock. Oh, and Clord's down too. Oh no. Oh, well, you know what? Some lessons you learn the hard way, kiddo. You don't team up with a guy like that because you get beat up in the ring and you lose. And now I hate to say it, but Klord hasn't won a match in any division so far. Maybe I do have to buy Street Fighter 6. Maybe he's not cut out for this life.
The Viking Raiders.
But Thor and Balder get a massive win, much needed for them considering we hadn't seen them in such a long time, in months, really. And I suspect it will not be so long until we see them another time. And now my poor, beautiful boy has lost his first tag team match, but I'm not too sad about it. It was an instant classic, wow. I'm not too sad about it. I think maybe he had I don't say he had it coming, but play stupid games, get stupid prizes, right? That's how we'll say that. Don't team up with Mr. X. Jesus, and if you hadn't seen enough nightmares tonight, if you hadn't had your emotions played with, I hope nobody's going to bed anytime soon, because here comes somebody we also haven't seen in a little bit. It's the Rabbit. Matt isn't. I would watch Multiverse of Madness 10 times before watching Flash again. No, what I'm saying is, let me try to rephrase that. I feel like The Flash is the movie that people thought Multiverse of Madness was going to be. And I don't mean that in the respect that, like, it's a great movie. I mean that, I said I wasn't going to explain it, but I'm now explaining it. I mean that in the respect that, like, people thought that movie was just going to be a cameo party. Hey, what if Deadpool showed up? What if James Marsden Cyclops was in it, right? That's what people thought it was going to be, and then it wasn't that. They're like, this is stupid. I feel like The Flash is that movie. That's what I'm saying. The Flash is mid as fuck. Let me ask you guys this. And I probably will go see it tomorrow. Although you're doing a good job of talking me out of it.
The following contest
do you think they'll make more of these?
For one fall, making his way to the ring from
Can't wait to sit and watch the main
bottomless
event. Gotta get home, grab some late
weighing
dinner and
in
watch.
at
Yeah, you got plenty of time, Chris. Don't you worry.
The Nightmare.
I am doing tonight a little differently. Usually I do 2 cards, then a pay-per-view card. Because I had to start a little bit later than normal, I'm going to forego the second card this evening. But the first card, which we're now watching, is going to be a little bit longer than they typically are. So we're going to have a longer this card, and then we're going to have our pay-per-view. So basically, it's all the matches I advertised on Twitter. It's just going to be those matches. Usually I do a second card and like book whoever's in the chat, and it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy doing that. But this is already going to take me past midnight as is, so I'm trying to be gracious to myself, because I haven't been sleeping very well this week. Wait to see it when you have nothing else to watch? I don't know. I already bought the ticket. Obviously I could cancel and refund it, no problem, but I got nothing to do tomorrow night. And if I don't see it tomorrow night, I probably won't see it in the theater at all, to be quite honest with you. Also say this, not in that movie's best. Look at the Rabbit, dude. What a great guy. Matt says, refund it, stream. Okay, Stream Lord. Okay, Stream Boss. I'm streaming now. Okay? Enjoy. There's more of the Flash movies. Count me out. What was I saying? It didn't do many favors to put this movie out like 2 weeks after Spider-Verse, by the way. Because Spider-Verse I saw and it was like, oh yeah, these movies can be like really good, actually. You know what I mean? Like Marvel, DC. It's not even like Marvel. It's Sony Marvel. And it's like, oh wait, you can make really good comic book movies. I kind of forgot. So now The Flash comes out. I'm going to watch it and be like, oh yeah, but most of them aren't that good anymore. Yeah. Because I've been missing DC movies in theaters. Didn't see Black Adam. I didn't see the new Shazam. I still haven't watched the new Shazam. But you know what? They got me, like a lot of people. They got me with that Keaton Batman shit. Got me with that Keaton Batman. So that's it. Look, you know what? You could tell me this movie was not even mid. It was just, what's worse than mid?
from
Low.
Cuba, weighing in
Cuba.
at
Low.
339
Tell me it was just low.
pounds.
It was
Knight.
beneath. And I still gotta go see it because Keaton Batman. I hate to say it. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that sort of sucker. Hate to be that flavor of sucker, but it's true. I gotta go see that stupid movie because they put Michael Keaton in his Batman. Even though Michael Keaton probably slept through that movie, I'm guessing. I'm guessing he approached it with like 6 out of 10 energy. And I don't blame him. Isn't it also like not tracking to do very well? It's not tracking to have a very good opening. Watch Way of Water, you'll have more fun. Probably. By the way, do you guys see that Avatar game that's coming out at the end of the year? Why does that look kind of awesome? I had no idea they were developing an Avatar game. And it's kind of neat to see it because before the new movie came out, everybody was like, no, Avatar has no cultural footprint. And like, I kind of got what they meant only because like they had not really made a strong attempt to take Avatar like outside of the one movie. Like there wasn't like outside of its medium, there wasn't like a bunch of Avatar comic books or tie-in novels. It wasn't like a great toy line, and there wasn't a video game. I think the only thing Avatar did besides they made like the Disney park, and they also did like I think a traveling like arena show. But they never expanded outside of that one movie. So like I thought the cultural footprint thing was kind of a silly critique, but I understood what they meant maybe in contrast to, say, Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or any of that. You know what I mean? Like, the movie alone didn't get it there. But now, if you expand outside of the movie and do something like make a big video game, you might be able to make that cultural footprint, brother. But it looks good. It looks like a pretty good, like, polished FPS. I might actually have to check that out later this year. I think it comes out in December. Almost done with part 1 of the RE4 streams. That shit is creepy as fuck. Oh, thank you, Chris. I'm so happy to hear that you're still watching the Resident Evil streams on YouTube. Yeah, that's primarily what I'll be streaming probably for weeks. What a pose by Bane, who I'll remind you is undefeated here in WATCW and has deleted several superstars from existence. Goes toe-to-toe with the Rabbit, who you'll remember had a very successful, very intimidating start here in the league, but as of late has kind of had a little trouble getting momentum back on its side. And nothing would do that like getting a win over Bane, who's maybe one of the most imposing superstars we've got in this league. And if Bane wins tonight, I got to think championship opportunities are not far ahead. LMAO Black Adam, ain't that the truth? Keaton Batman was the reason I went. Yeah, that's exactly it for me too. I hate to say it. Like I said, I hate to be that kind of sucker. I hate to fall for that nostalgia bait, but they got me with it. They got me. Run the other way. Probably mean from the Flash. He's the best part. Literally, he shows up. Oh, literally, he shows up. I got it. Uh-oh. Big chokeslam by the Rabbit. No, Bane breaks out of it, sees it coming, scouts it, and this match will continue. That would have been a huge boon to the Rabbit here. Matt, I think, is also hyped for the Avatar first-person shooter. It looks cool. It looks cool. I had no idea they were making an Avatar game. And when I saw that they announced it, I clicked on the trailer and I was just waiting for the gameplay to like I thought it was going to end up being some sort of like RTS game or like some sort of tactics game, which nothing wrong with that. Just never been my thing. I was like, what kind of game is this? And no, it looks like a really well polished like first-person shooter game, which I'm kind of in for. Obviously, I'll wait and see how people respond to it, but so far, so good. Looks good. As does that new Star Wars game, that open-world RPG. Whoa! Diving elbow drop from the terrifying Tulpa, known only as the Rabbit. Hooks the leg on Bane, not barely a 1 count. Wow. When you spend so much time living in my walls and whispering in my ears and trying to sleep, the Rabbit forgets to hit the gym, perhaps. and get in those cardio reps before facing someone as polished and as formidable as Bane here in the ring. He's the best part. That's not saying much either. Oh, Keaton and Batman. Poor DC. Adam says, wish DC could do anything right. Shame, though. Uh-oh, look out, the rabbit. Big choke slam. Hooks the leg, but is it too close to the ropes? I'm not sure. Goes for the count. And he does it. The rabbit does it. That's maybe the first thing I've been excited about all night. That's huge for the rabbit. Bane suffers defeat at the hands of that terrifying Topa. That nightmarish abomination, the rabbit, who just moved momentum so... I can't believe those sons of bitches spray painted the ring, by the way. He just moved mountains here tonight when he hooked the leg and defeated Bane. No one's done that before. Bane's literally deleted people from existence in this league. But he just lost to the rabbit. That is monumental for the rabbit. The ending pissed me off, Chris. The ending made me want to walk out. I hate that I gave it a good review because the more I'm separated from it, the less I like. Because, Matt, I know Connor saw it with you. Do I understand you saw initially a version that, like, didn't have the full ending on it? Did you like it more when you didn't know what the full ending was, and then you liked it less when you saw the whole movie? They showed the first footage of the game when Way of Water came out in theaters. Oh, okay. See, I missed that. To this day, I still won't... When I watch Way of Water, I still will not have seen a single Avatar in theaters. Like, James Cameron is going to have me put down. The guys who opened the horror bar are going to do a sci-fi bar where Hard Rock in Tower City was. What's up with the horror bar? I heard it wasn't that good. I never actually ended up going, but I heard it wasn't very good. Did you ever end up going? Oh man, look, it's your big opportunity. I'm so glad you're here. We don't have to do a second card where we book who's in the chat because we already booked Matt. Perfect. This is a match that Matt requested himself. We were sitting around the other day barbecuing, eating and drinking. Somehow, Machine Gun Kelly, being a playable character in this game, became the point of conversation. And I said, he's actually been on the WATCW roster basically since the very first stream. He just never gets booked. And Matt said, fuck that, put me in a match with him. So here he comes. Oh, and he's just so... What a fucking dork, dude. This guy's so lame. He's so lame even in this, like, in this form. Oh, like, super cool, dude. Smashing the guitar. The following contest is scheduled for one and you can't hear the music, which I ordinarily regret. Texas, but I actually envy you. And he sucks, dude. I hate him so much. Machine Gun. Why is he a playable character in this game? I'm never doing this again. I hate having to look at him. Preferred the first ending better. The only difference was 1.5 minutes. Okay, I won't say that part because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, okay. Otherwise, it also has the post-credit compared to your first screening, which I still don't know what any of those things are. So I think I'd rather just see them, even though apparently I'm going to hate him. Oh, he sucks, dude. I used to know a guy who was like the president of the MGK fan club. Like, quite literally ran like the official fan club website. And ever since then, I just thought MGK was so lame, and nothing has ever changed my mind about that. Ohio, Cleveland, weighing in at 331 pounds, Matt Thomas. Now, Matt Thomas, of course, our inaugural WATCW champion, went on sort of an infamous losing streak not long after that. Fuck you, give Kels his respect. Dude, he sucks. There's like... I told you this, Matt. Okay, this is how we started talking about MGK. Because my favorite thing MGK's ever done was get powerbombed off the stage by Kevin Owens on Monday Night Raw. That's the coolest thing he's ever done. And I actually give him props for it because I was telling you, like most celebrities, when they come in WWE and do something, they always have to walk away looking cool, right? Like they get a win in a match or they like beat up a guy. And MGK came in, had his celebrity spot. He didn't look cool. He got beat up, and he never came back and got revenge. Which I actually thought was kind of neat that he did that. Like I feel like it requires some sort of humility to be willing to do that. To just look like a total dork and get beat up in wrestling, which you would, right? Like he would get beat up by the wrestlers. Why wouldn't he? He wouldn't be able to beat them up. So that makes sense. And I appreciate that he did that. He should have that's all he should ever do is get thrown off the stage by people who are stronger than him. And I would probably think he was way better. That dude is fun AF to hang out with. Who? MGK? Hold that. What's going on? Oh! I'll tell you who's fun to hang out with. Hollywood Nick Malbach. Apparently it pays to have friends in high places. Matt Thomas will be joining the NWO later tonight at Soul Survivor. And enjoyed a brief distraction there from Hollywood Nick Malbach. MGK, no he's not. He fucking sucks. He's not fun to hang out with. He's like a weird, he's just an idiot, dude. He's a bozo. Like, sexualizes minors. Dude, fuck him. He sucks. I can't wait. He better lose. He better lose. I've never wanted you to win more. If I lose to him, I want to retire. Well, you can't retire. Although if you lose to him, you should be embarrassed. Have you hung out with him? Maybe I have. I don't know. I hung out with the president of his fan club for like years. I actually saw MGK at Warped Tour. It was awful. He sucks. He sucks. His rap music sucked. And his like awful like diet Blink-182 pop punk career pivot also sucks. And why is he a playable character in this game? I don't understand. It was so absurd. It's because it's not even like Logan Paul. Like Logan Paul's playable character in the game, but Logan Paul has matches. This guy never has matches. What's the deal with that? Them are fighting words. Well, I'll fight him. I don't care, and I'll win. And I hope Matt wins too. He goes to the outside of the ring, picks him up. No, he doesn't, but they grapple on the outside. Let's talk about Matt Thomas a little bit here tonight. Who you saw Nick Malbach came out, shift the momentum of the match. I will fight you. I don't care. You'll never get me to confess anything about this guy's cool. Like, he's even lame here. Look at this. He missed. He sucks, dude. What a dork. Like, he's not even cool in this. I will never concede even a fraction of an inch that this guy's... Like, I'm the president of the MGK Haters Club. I will. There's nothing redeemable or interesting about it. A total dummy. And this where what was that? Was that his finisher? I swear to God, if you're about to lose, what is that? Dude, this guy sucks. I keep wanting to commentate on the match, but I'm just so angry that I'm looking at this. You better not lose, I swear to God. Oh. You better not lose, Matt. Wow. Springboard drop kick from Colson Baker. That's his real name, too. Colson Baker. Why do I know that? I hate that I know that. And Matt's now cheering for MGK against himself. Very interesting. Too bad Matt chats from the same account that I'm streaming from, or I would ban Matt for cheering for MGK. But I don't think you can ban your own account. Matt's going for the big master elbow here. I heard of a master hand. What do you think of a master elbow? Hooks the leg, middle of the ring. Oh, 2.999. Matt thought he had it. I did too. MGK kicked out. I can't believe it. Come on. Spine buster. Finish it up, Matt. If you're going to back up the Nasty World Order, You got to be able to seal the deal here, and he's going to do it one more time. Am I seeing double? Or has he hit it once more? The big master elbow, middle of the ring. It's got to be enough. The fans are chanting for one more. And I would have taken one more if I could have gotten it, but there you go. Hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, the Master Matt Thomas enjoys a big victory over Shaker Heights' own Machine Gun Kelly. God, he's such a fucking loser, dude. That's interesting, too, because Matt was cheering for MGK against himself. And, of course, in that moment, like Matt always loses in this game, but when Matt was cheering for his own defeat, he won! Maybe that's what you should do more often. You should cheer against yourself. Why is MGK even in this? Chris says. My thoughts exactly. Exactly. Why is he in this? Why is he a playable character?
Here is your winner, Matt Thomas.
What kind of incentive was that? Like everybody's frozen outside. They're just like, I can't believe we had to watch that dipshit wrestle. FeaturedFilms, what's going on, Daddy? Oh, no, you have not gone yet. I have a couple more matches, I want to say, 2 or 3 maybe. You're in the main event of the first card, triple threat action with MrEliMac and Head Ripper Joe. You'll be coming up soon, but don't worry, you did not miss your match, my friend. And thanks for tuning in. How you doing? Matt saying, did you hear that? Can you hear that shitty faux pop punk? No, you can't, because MGK lost, and I'm never going to let him wrestle again. He's never going to wrestle. Matt just retired MGK. Here we go, though. We got somebody, perhaps a good friend in the chat here on screen. DillyTodds. Big Mr. DillyTodds, the legend, the GOAT. Going toe-to-toe with Sean Wingblade. Here's a team we haven't seen in quite some time over from Flickin' Real. The Flickin' Fanatics coming back at you. Chris would have a fun time with MGK. No, he wouldn't, because Chris is like a cool and interesting person who's a great Joji character, and he would be totally over that dipshit within minutes. I hate MGK. I hate him. I hate him. There's not one cool thing about him. You couldn't tell me a single thing that's cool. Colson, dude, that's already thumbs down. First name Colson. Nope, thumbs down. But I'm going to tell you who I'll give a thumbs up to, and that's DillyTodds right here, who has been killing it on Twitch lately. Just finished streaming Tunic over on his channel. Let's give a shout out. We've been doing shout outs. We need to get shout outs going here. Shout out to DillyTodds. If you're not following my great friend Adam, I highly recommend you do. He's been doing fantastic art streams, which are really fun to see his creative process. Very casual and laid back.
The following contest is scheduled
he just finished a really unique
making his way to the ring
adventure game called
from
Tunic.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Weighing in at 224 pounds.
I've also enjoyed his Hunt Showdown streams, and he's going to be starting a new game soon. I don't think he's decided what, but I highly recommend you follow. A very talented streamer. Going to do great things on this platform, no doubt. Signed to the guy who has hooped with him. What? Oh, you're like, you played hoops with him? Well, that's not going to do the trick either, pal. I'm sorry. He sucks. I don't care. I don't care. And he probably lost. He probably didn't make a single basket. He probably fucking sucks at basketball. Fuck him forever. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about MGK anymore. We're never going to talk about him again. We're going to talk about Jesse Swift's amazing
Sweet
trot
the nice guy
as he escorts Sean Wingblade down to the
California.
ring. I'm not going to. I'm officially banned. MGK talk is banned. I'm going to put it in the chat. Look at this.
Flyboy Blade.
MGK is a loser. Yeah, that's right, Matt. I agree. Thank you for. I'm glad we could come to a consensus on this. Let's get back in the ring here. Let's get back in the game. Let's move on from that. By the way, congrats on the victory, Matt. That's huge for your team later tonight in the Soul Survivor match. But we're going to see Team Personality go head-to-head with Nasty World and the Master Matt Thomas in our main event tonight. The Soul Survivor 8-man elimination tag match. Gonna have to ask you about the Personality logo soon. Oh, you're gonna put Chris in your game as well? Eli's on a heist, man. He's sniping, he's poaching my talent. Gonna have to start locking these guys down to exclusive contracts. Have to start paying for their health care. Let's look what we got here. Let's move on from the MGK talk. Okay, we've got two great competitors in the ring here tonight. Two friends of the channel. DillyTodds and Sean Wingblade. DillyTodds been enjoying a little bit of a win streak lately. Had some trouble when he first got in the league facing some of the characters from prior games I'd streamed here. But I believe he won last time. Don't ask me to remember who it was, but I believe he got a victory on the last stream. And now he's kind of on the warpath, picking up momentum. Let's see if he can continue it here tonight against Sean Wingblade, who's not somebody we've seen a lot in singles. Mostly in teams, of course, side by side with Jesse Swift, who's escorted into the ring tonight. Well, let's see how he does in singles here tonight against DillyTodds, two friends of the channel, two great guys. You know, before I said that opening match, no matter who wins, we lose. Tonight, no matter who loses, we win in this match because we just got two upstanding citizens wrestling in the ring. And whoever emerges the winner of this will certainly have earned it and deserved it. How we doing? What's everybody up to? How's everybody's weeks going? Sound off in the chat. I want to hear about your weeks. I'm like so tired this week. I don't know what it is. I've just not been sleeping very well. I keep finding myself staying up later than I should. Huge leg drop off the top from DillyTodds. I don't know. It's been a blur. Just been like working and playing Cyberpunk 2077. Well, DillyTodds getting a little lost in the ring, and it can be a bit nerve-wracking out there in front of all the fans, that's for sure. On Monday, I went and saw Spider-Verse again with Jess's son. He wanted to check it out. I certainly wasn't going to argue. He's a big Spider-Man fan. She took her daughter to see Little Mermaid, so we had a bit of a movie outing. Last night we did some bar trivia. Didn't win this time. Usually we win. We're always winning in bar trivia, but it was pretty fucking rough. But I think I got just about all the movie questions right. Some of them I had to pause on. There was one that gave me a little trouble, and it made me feel very rusty on my movie trivia. Let me think what it was. Because it was a Golden Globes question, not an Oscars question. You know we didn't have to study Golden Globes trivia back in the day. Sean Wingblade could tell you that as he gets thrown into the corner here. What was it? It was like Jamie Lee Curtis won. I'm paraphrasing. It was much more detailed than this. Jamie Lee Curtis won her first ever Golden Globe performance in a pile driver by DillyTodds. Her first performance by excuse me, hold on. He's about to win the match. Let's see. No, he didn't. Sean Wingblade kicked out. Jamie Lee Curtis won her first Golden Globe for her performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was named two of the other three movies in which she was nominated. And it gave the release years of those movies. See if everybody in the chat's got it. Can you name two of the other three movies with which she was nominated for Golden Globes? Didn't win them. But speaking of winning, DillyTodds locks Sean Wingblade in a textbook pile driver, middle of the ring with the flicking fanatic. Works his way out of it. Like a true ring veteran. Come on. Where's my Jamie Lee Curtis movies in the chat? Taylor, you crack open some more of that white deck yet? Absolutely not. There's no reason for me to open that sauce. Stunner! Oh no, say it ain't so. Hooks the leg on DillyTodds. Is it going to be enough? And it is. Huge win for Sean Wingblade in one-on-one singles competition tonight as he gets a victory over DillyTodds. You see Jesse Swift on the outside going nuts. He loves it. Right there in our ring. I can't believe they spray painted our ring. It's nothing sacred anymore. That's a huge win for Sean Wingblade and Flick and Reel, who we hadn't seen in quite some time. A shame for DillyTodds, who had been on a bit of a streak. Perhaps moving up the ranks in the Twitch division, but he's got some work left to do as Sean Wingblade steps in his path tonight and secures a huge singles victory with that stunner.
Winner, Sean Flyboy.
Flyboy. Flyboy Blade. Thought you might throw it on some tacos or something. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said this before, like the dangerously hot sauces in like theory are fun, and you can do that kind of stuff with them. Like you can do the challenges, but it's like the application on actual food, I just never know what to do with them. Hold on, I'm sorry. What's that? I'm getting reports in the back. Hold on, folks. I'm sorry. I'm getting reports in the back that there's some sort of skirmish happening backstage, some sort of kerfuffle. I'm trying to get the feed to it here. We're trying to get cameras up back there. Can somebody on site patch us in? What's going on? There's some sort of backstage brawl occurring between, who is it? Chris Anthony Lopez and Hollywood Nick Molbach. I understand there's some sort of confrontation that's come to blows in the backstage area. Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck was that? This isn't backstage at all. But they, okay, they're fighting on the outside of the ring. And Chris says, I almost didn't recognize him. Chris sporting some sort of new haircut and ring attire there. This is not backstage. We have seen Chris already implement the power of teleportation earlier tonight, so perhaps he just teleported the both of them out here at ringside. And is this a match? What is this? Nick's carrying him around this as some sort of unsanctioned fight. It's been such a damn struggle keeping these guys at bay, keeping things under control. The stream's been off the rails from the get-go, and now I'm seeing these two former brothers, former best friends, former tag team champions exchanging blows here tonight. And Nick's getting the advantage. I'm not sure how this started, and I'm more concerned how it's going to end. We got a show to do. Hey, we've got a show to do. We've got a #1 contenders match for the Twitch title coming up. What is this? And Nick's locking in a calf crusher in the ring. There's no ref. There's no... What is going on? We got to get some people down there. Come on. Hello, referees, security, anybody? Jamie Noble, can somebody get down there? Wow, what a moonsault! I'm not even sure that whole maneuver defied the physics, the laws and rules of physics. Chris maybe capitalizing here. Wow, huge standing moonsault. You love to see a standing moonsault when a impromptu fight kicks out. And he's taking it to Nick, and he's letting it all out here. Chris just had so much pent-up frustration and anger towards this damned nasty world. Well, here comes Personality TKO! And he did it. I guess he won. Chris comes out the victor in that battle, that skirmish, that unsanctioned fight.
Here is your winner, Perfect 10, Chris Anthony Lopez.
I guess this is going in the record books, but you know what? It's been such a chaotic show thus far. With Chris interfering in the Nasty World's match, and Nick Molbach interfering in Matt's match, and the Mysterio-verse splitting wide open. And now here's Chris Anthony Lopez perhaps reining it in. If I could count on anybody, it would be him. He just sent Hollywood Nick Molbach packing, hit the road, Jack. We'll see in a few matches, because it's time for our first main event of the evening, and what's going to be, in which we decide the new #1 contender to the Twitch Championship. The winner of this bout will challenge Slick Nick Harley for that belt tonight at Souled Out. What a fucking It's been a really weird stream so far. Nobody answered my Jamie Lee Curtis prompt, so I'll tell you the other answers were Freaky Friday, A Fish Called Wanda, and True Lies. And we thought of Freaky Friday and True Lies. I couldn't think of A Fish Called Wanda, and I felt bad about it, but it didn't matter. We still got it right, because we got 2. We only needed 2. We didn't need all 3. Yeah, here we go. Here's our first main event. It's a triple threat to decide the #1 contender to the Twitch Championship. I've got to tell you, I've been impressed with all 3 of these guys lately, including this one right here, MrEliMac, who many dimensions apart from this one, runs his own wrestling league over on MrEliMac here on Twitch.
Memphis,
EMW, which recently saw the debut of none other than the Rager and the Demon over there. Not the Nasty World Order, but the Rager and the Demon. And apparently Chris Anthony Lopez at some point. Also, if there are any guys you don't want me to feature on EMW, let me know and I won't feature them. You have my word. Hey, it's a free country, brother. You do what you want to do. Put on the show you want to put on. We'd love to see it. I don't own the rights to any of these people. They don't belong to me. Man, the brawl started during the commercial. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I thought it was going to cut to backstage. I'm not sure what happened there as it sprawled out to the ring. And here we go. Feature film with another guy I got to show some love to. I hope he's still in the chat. It's great to see him a little bit ago at the Twitch meetup. Another fantastic mix. I got to do more shout-outs. First, we got to shout out MrEliMac.
Akron, Ohio. Weighing in
Akron.
At 200.
First, we got to shout out MrEliMac, who also streams WWE 2K22. Runs his own universe mode over there. Does things a little differently than how we do it here, but you might see some familiar faces if you tune in, and I do recommend you do. Also playing Marvel's Spider-Man, which is basically a perfect game. So a lot of things to enjoy over there. Currently, FeaturedFilms is here. Oh, I'm here. I imagine he said that in Stone Cold's voice. Oh, I'm here. There he is, and as soon as the timer runs down, I'm going to give him a shout-out too. FeaturedFilms, who as of yet is undefeated in this league. 2 straight wins, which means he is now lining up for a shot at some championship gold. And he's going to have to come out of this triple threat match in order to accomplish it. Taking the league by storm. Very true. All right, now we give him a shout-out. Oh, I have to wait a minute and 2 seconds before giving another shout out. Never mind. The timer ran down, but I can't give you an official shout out. But you should follow FeaturedFilms. A lot of folks around this channel, we love movies. We love talking about movies. We love movie reviews. We love movie reactions. My man FeaturedFilms is giving you a lot of that, both on Twitch and on YouTube. So I highly recommend you check him out. He's right there. I can't seemingly shout him out, but you can just click his name right there in chat. Just click on it. There you go. Here's a guy I don't like, Head Ripper Joe, but you know what? Head Ripper Joe got a clean win last stream over the current Twitch champion, Nick Harley. And when you accomplish something like that, far be it from me to deny you got the skills to perhaps pay the bills. So we're going to give Head Ripper Joe a shot at this too. So here we go. Triple threat action. FeaturedFilms, MrEliMac, Head Ripper Joe. All have looked really, really good and impressive as of late. But who wants a championship match tonight? MrEliMac, FeaturedFilms, or Head Ripper Joe? Who wants to go to Sold Out and perhaps leave with a title tonight? Nick Harley, who, by the way, has looked fantastic since winning that belt off of Suge Knight 323 many streams ago. We've seen him defend that belt, I think, twice now. Can you imagine if he did it a 3rd time tonight against one of these competitors here? Head Ripper Joe taking it to FeaturedFilms in the corner, giving Eli a picture-perfect opportunity to gloat in the corner, but he's got to pay for it. Perhaps gloated a little too long. The gloat goat. His throat's getting raspy. And I'm excited for this, just based on how dominant and competitive these 3 guys have been as of late. This is a awesome opportunity for them and for us, because I think we're going to get a great match out of it. Whoever leaves this the winner will have certainly earned it. And you never know with these triple threats. It's so tricky. It's not, you don't just want to win in a triple threat. You want to pick your opportunity. It's not so simple as just going in there and beating guys up. You got to pick your moment. You got to find your spot. And you got to capitalize at the opportune moment, because you never know when the other guy is going to sneak up on you, break up that pin, and like right there, interrupt that submission hold. You got to know when to capitalize. And so far, Head Ripper Joe looking very dominant. Perhaps ripping ahead right now. No, he lets him out of it. Feature Film says it right there. Head Ripper Joe is slaughtering us, so much so that he is going to roll on out and take a little bit of a break. Take a breather, which maybe not a bad idea, because look what happens here. EliMac takes the brunt of the punishment against Head Ripper Joe. Maybe it's a good idea to lay low, take a nap, maybe have a snack. Did you bring one down to the ring? Did you store one underneath it? Maybe you just lay low and let EliMac take most of the punishment. But Feature Films gets back in there and put up on the broad, bloody shoulders of Head Ripper Joe. Another one of my worst nightmares here on stream. One of the many, many antagonists of Outlast, which I streamed. Oh, look at this. Now this is smart. Double DDT, and it's going to be a brief alliance, I'm sure, but very smart. And there we go. Yep, EliMac goes for, grabs him from behind. What a kick. But very smart on their part. Head Ripper Joe has had most of the momentum in this. Whoa, look at that! Eli just getting handsy. A little bit of foreplay. Never hurt anybody. Probably. It's probably not true, actually. But there's a lot of ways to hurt a guy in this game. But, just get him warmed up first. At least it's polite. Head Ripper Joe's turn to gloat in the corner as EliMac and Feature Films now tying up in the ring. Whoa! Head Ripper Joe tossing Eli around like a hacky sack. And what a press in there. Hooks the leg. Could that be it? Oh my goodness. Feature Films breaks it up just in the nick of time, and I do believe that might be what that was. I'm not sure Eli was kicking out of that. When you have a man that big and that scary fall down right on top of you, maybe it's in your best interest not to kick out. Just let's get this over with so I can go home. Feature Films up top. Eli's rising to his feet. Oh, I don't know what that was. Didn't quite get it. Bit of a clusterfuck. I'm not sure. Maybe we're going for that signature top rope Hurricane Rana stunner. Feature Film stunner. Welcome to Hollywood, baby. And he's going to drag Eli to the middle of the ring to try and get a pin, but uh-oh. Spaghetti-O. Somebody woke up on the outside, and I don't think he's going to let you get it, Feature Films. He's not interested in seeing it go like that. And if you're Eli, you really got to rally here, because I think we've just nearly seen the match end on his accord twice tonight. Eli's going to have to dig down deep inside of himself and find that fighting spirit, that will to persevere and win tonight, as Featured Films is enjoying sort of commanding this. Eli fighting back. And he said to himself there in the chat, needs to get back in the game. And here he goes with a series of strikes to Head Ripper Joe's very veiny midsection, which gives Featured Films plenty of time to just sort of showboat and charge his chakras in the corner there. That's the tricky thing about a triple threat. Not only do you want to find your time to capitalize and win, but you also find the time to just take a break. Hooks the leg on Eli. Smart. Will it be enough? And it is! And it is! Featured Films wins the match and becomes the new #1 contender to the Twitch Championship tonight, folks. That means he will go to Sold Out tonight to challenge the Twitch champion, Slick Nick Harley. What a victory, and I think, unfortunately for Mr. EliMac, he just took so much punishment finishers from both competitors. He was just so out of it by the time the match ended. It was really just a race to see who could pin him first. And that's true. FeaturedFilms is 3-0, dare I say, Daddy-O. 3-0, Daddy-O. As I've said before, congratulations to FeaturedFilms, who with this goes 3 straight wins, undefeated, and next up will be going to pay-per-view to challenge the Twitch champion, Slick Nick Harley. Amazing, and congratulations to you, sir. Can't wait to see it, and we will see it tonight. It's sold out because it's time to book that exact show, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. This is the part of the stream where you get to see how the sausage is made a little bit. You get to peek behind the curtain. It's time to prepare for the next show. All right, next show. I can even change my logo here. But here's where it's appropriate because tonight it's sold out, baby. All right, this is always fun, though, to see what the AI was cooking. Let's see what it was cooking. We're going to erase all these matches, and we're going to book our own card. Walter White versus Suge Knight. I mean, we are going to do that, just maybe not how they anticipated, but he got that right. Dom Toretto versus Jack Frost. Very cool. We're not going to watch that tonight, but FeaturedFilms loves peeping at some sausage, and that's your prerogative, brother. Happy Pride Month. We love that. Okay, we're going to see this tonight as well. That's right. Brothers Low Moose versus Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, we're definitely going to see. Wow, that's actually kind of cool that it got this right. You know, the AI figured out that FeaturedFilms would be challenging Slick Nick. Barack Obama versus Black Adam. I feel like we've seen this match before. I feel like the AI really loves that match. And, a triple threat for Becky's belt. Catwoman still coming in clutch. And the She-Hulk, who we haven't seen in a long time, but I think we're going to, let's start from scratch here, brother. Eli Good is better than Mr. EliMac. I don't know who that is. I don't got Eli Good in here. I got Mr. EliMac. I got what you gave me, okay? All right, let's see. Well, we're going to see this match, but definitely not up first. Up first, well, here's the predicament we're in. We've got to see a women's title match tonight. We were supposed to crown a number 1 contender there between Lady Dimitresque and Catwoman, and Rey Mysterio broke that up. So I guess what I'll do, this is controversial. I'm gonna give Lady Dimitresque a chance. Hold on. I'm going to give Lady Dimitresque a title match right now. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, Lady D gets it. Gets Becky the Wreck Radis. And she will have the Nasty World in her corner, appropriately so. And, let's see. Sorry, I'm a little... I gotta make sure I get this right. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm sorry. They spray painted the belt? Oh my god, they spray painted the belt? Are you fucking kidding me? Vin Diesel versus Frosty the Snowman is top tier billing? I don't disagree. Maybe next time. We just got other things to do. I mean, I appreciate that you want to see this match. It is a very good match. We also haven't seen Dom Toretto in a long time. Same to Jack Frost. Both who were defeated by Walter White. I don't think we've seen him since. So that's kind of an interesting matchup. Dom Toretto also really in the news lately. We gotta do a teams match tonight for the teams titles. Sad to say neither of these men will be participating, but I will tell you that Brother Lomas and Moose Haas will be. And they'll be competing against the tag team champions of Jay and Silent Bob. Not Jack Frost. Give me a break. Okay, here we go. Championship. Yeah, since Lady D never got pinned, I'd say Lady D. I'm gonna go the same route, unfortunately, for Catwoman. That's just how it shakes out. Sometimes you just gotta skin a cat, so to speak. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, the match is already here. Look at that. Look at the way his. Oh, look at the way his eyes change. He's like more stoned in one costume than the other. Okay, well we got one match with Jay and Silent Bob. What else do we need to do? Our Twitch title match, of course. Which I guess was already on the card as well, but that's fine. Look, we're gonna do featured films. I'm trying to get like a good order of this too. Wait. No, we don't want. I'm so sorry. I love Moose Sauce, but it doesn't really make much sense for him to be there. And Slick Nick. No, not Slapjack. Wouldn't that be something? Go ahead and remove that manager too. And you know, this is going to be, let's let this be a little slower in pace. A big title match, right? Slick Nick and Featured Films. Great, we've got this. Don't need it twice, though. What else we got? So, I guess... Let me think here. If we're going to let Lady D get the title match, we got to let Catwoman... We got to let Catwoman get some vengeance against Rey Mysterio, don't we? It's only right. Okay, so while we have them in a one-on-one match, why don't we... Hold on, what's this? I'm getting word that Rey Mysterio is here tonight as well. And we'll be escorting Rey Mysterio to the ring? You know what? I've got an idea. Okay, you want to be Rey Mysterio? Let me see this. Rey Mysterio. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, and Rey Mysterio. Wait, what's going on here? This thing's like broken. Hold on. Rey Mysterio's over here. Here's Rey Mysterio. What's Rey Mysterio? Just do this Rey Mysterio. Okay. And you want to face Catwoman, and Rey Mysterio's going to be there. Well, I think I know who might want to team up with Catwoman for this. Okay? Here's the thing. When you have a bunch of ne'er-do-wells running around in masks, it's only a matter of time before the Dark Knight returns. We got a mixed tag match. Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio versus Catwoman and Batman. The Bat and the Cat. Just let them be married, okay? And let them do mixed tag matches here tonight. And then we've got our championship match. Oh, shit, I've hit the wrong button. So sorry. I know this part's like such a slog. I wish you could book cards in advance. Like, book the first card and then book this card. Yeah, this match. Customize it. Whew, so we got to do our title match, which is going to be a steel cage match. And it's going to be Suge Knight. Champ comes out last. It's going to be Walter White cashing in his automatic rematch. You know what? He's getting in the cage, so he's going to put on his hazard wear. And Suge Knight 323. Here we go. Let's get in our custom match rules. Oh, we can't. We can't do custom match rules in universe mode? Oh, boy. That could be a problem. We're going to put normal on for this. Wait, has it been doing... Has it been doing slow for every match I've booked? This game sometimes, dude. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta check something now. Okay, so I wanted to make it so they could not escape the cage, because the AI is so annoying in cage matches in this. Okay, hold on. What was the first one I said is slow? This one? I gotta check out this one. Yeah. We don't need this to be slow. Thanks for playing, though. Okay, sorry. I'm getting really tired, so my brain's kind of lagging here. Okay, we got our title match. It's a steel cage. I'll complain about that later. lastly, we've got our main event. A big main event. We're going to the custom match tab. 8-man. Soul Survivor. We got team personnel. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait to see how this goes. We got Chris Anthony Lopez. We've got, who else did he pick? Chris picked all these partners himself, by the way. Ted Lasso. We've got, I said, who do you want? After everything he'd been through, I said, tell me who you want, and I'll give you him. And these are who he handpicked. John Cena. And of course, I mean, he picked this one. I was like, that makes so much sense. Nacho Libre. And then over here, we've got Nick Mulbach. We've got Rick Radis. We've got Seaman Demon. And then we've got the wild card, the Master Matt Thomas. And I can't wait to learn more about how that came to be. Can you do a Rey Mysterio Royal Rumble to see which is the best Rey Mysterio? Maybe we have to do that. That's not a bad idea, Featured Films. We've had too many Rey Mysterios as of late. Maybe we need to do like a deletion battle royal only of Rey Mysterios. Okay, I think we've got it. This is a women's match. For the title, this thing, title, main event. I think we got all our matches. Let's get the show on the road here. Okay, yeah, let's just, let's start it. All right, I can't think of any reason we can't start it. Let's just start it. Let's go, Daddy-O. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What is this? It's time for Sold Out, so I guess you get used to a lot of NWO logos. Look at this. Broom, broom. Wheels up. Wheels up, folks. Let's see, where's Sold Out broadcasting from? We are live and we are excited to greet you here from jolly old London, isn't it? Jolly old fucking London. Simple as. Wow. The Nasty World Order traveling across the pond. And we'll open up with the Women's Championship bout tonight. Let's go ahead and get this started. You know, it might be controversial, and I got to make a lot of hard decisions. Running the show here at WATCW. I get put in a lot of precarious positions. And this is not how I wanted this to go down. I booked a #1 contenders match earlier in the night between Catwoman and Lady Dimitresque. I was going to give them the opportunity, you know, to fair and square figure out who was the better woman in that match. And Rey Mysterio came and messed it all up, attacking Catwoman for reasons that are still not clear to me. Sorry, folks, I'm just getting the tweets ready here. Here's Lady D, who's your de facto #1 contender.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed, prestigious Women's World Championship.
We're back. Okay.
Introducing the challenger from Transylvania, Romania, Lady Destroyer.
So here comes Lady D, like I said, our de facto #1 contender to the women's title. Was going to get an opportunity to properly earn that against Catwoman earlier tonight, but things just didn't go quite the way we expected. And not to take anything away from her, she had earned that #1 contenders match by being legitimately impressive as of late. In the ring, I believe enjoyed a victory over Claire Redfield. There was another one too. Was it Rampage for Betty? I don't remember. She beat somebody else recently as well. Looking good. Looking big. Big mama energy. And so, you know, I was going to give her the opportunity to win a #1 contenders match. That match never happened. So now just sort of by default, she's going to get Becky the Rack Radis, who's been fucking unstoppable as of late. The matriarch of the Nasty World Order, and I can't believe they spray painted the belt. Is nothing sacred in this league anymore? Do I not do enough? Am I so unreasonable Do I ask too much that you couldn't spray paint the belt?
And
You
introducing
didn't
the
spray paint
champion
the ring here, but you
from
got your whole
Cleveland,
logo printed on the
Ohio.
ring.
She
Cleveland.
is the undisputed, prestigious Women's World Champion, the Destroyer, Becca Rage.
And you did hear the word undisputed used, which you don't throw around here lightly. It is true. Becky the Wreck Radish, who I've said before, and I'll keep saying it till it's not true, there's never been a single match for that belt that Becky the Wreck wasn't in. A 3-time women's champion, and is in the midst of her greatest reign yet, having won that belt back from the She-Hulk at the Academy Awards, and has enjoyed defending it time and time again. I think if she wins tonight, this will be her 3rd subsequent defense. And look, you hear the boos and the jeers as she holds up that belt. I can't believe she spray painted. I thought, you know, I know she's part of the Nasty World Order, but I thought maybe Becky the Wreck had at least enough respect to not do something like that to official league property like the belt. But apparently there are so many things in this world I don't understand. And look at the crowd, you know, you hear the boos. I'm seeing sort of a conflict in that there are tons of Nasty World t-shirts, even on children. There are children wearing Nasty World t-shirts out in the crowd tonight. And our opening bout as we get started. Of course, it wouldn't be sold out if the Nasty World didn't start off the entire show with Becky the Wreck defending that belt. Now having the Rage, we've seen the Rager in her corner before, but now the Demon there as well. And Alcina Dimitresque starting this match off dominant. She's been a staple of the women's division since we started. But this, I believe, is perhaps her first ever championship opportunity. And you don't want, wow, what a huge, it's a big woman coming off the top to the outside. Incredible. There are so many people who would pay a lot of money to have that exact thing happen to them. And Becky just got it for free. You know, having been in this league, we've been streaming this game. Oh, the Demon entering the Speed Force there on the outside. Maybe perhaps drinking too much C4, as Connor is wont to do, I believe. Becky turning it back around. Now, be careful. The last time Becky defended this belt, I believe she did, in fairness, I believe that match ended in a double countout with her and Rampage for Betty in the back rooms. They did famously get lost in the back rooms. What's this? She's stomping around the ring. Huge boot. Oh, and Lady D dodges it and moves in with some sort of spear. As I was saying earlier, you know, this league's been around since December of last year, and you gotta imagine this is Lady D's first ever title match. She's been around, I believe, since the very first stream of this game, and has never enjoyed an opportunity to compete for the most prestigious championship in Twitch, that women's title. And maybe we got to start thinking about that way. You know, we've seen so many incredible champions in our league's history. We've seen Walter White with that world title. We've seen, of course, the Kids at Heart with the team's titles. Rest in peace, the Kids at Heart, who will be battling each other tonight. And, of course, Suge Knight 323, who made history, becoming the first person in our league's records to win 2 different titles. We got to start throwing flowers at the feet of Becky the Wreck Radish, who's, again, an unprecedented 3-time women's champion, and who has just been so dominant, so unstoppable in this reign. Maybe you don't believe me when you watch it here against Lady Dimitresque, who is in fine form. Not to suggest she ever isn't. Oh, what a counter there! Oh, what a huge boot to the chin of that Transylvanian vampiric mama. You know, I always towards the end of these streams, I take these melatonin gummies to help me sleep. I feel like I already took the melatonin gummies. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. This is the first match of Sold Out. How does Michael Cole do it? What does Michael Cole, uh-oh. She might hail from Transylvania, but I think she's going, let's see, to Suplex City, shipwrecked from the hands of Becky Radish, the reigning defending champ. And could that be it? Might that be all? She's going to go for the pin, middle of the ring here on Lady D. Wow, what a camera angle. Lady D kicks out. It's gonna take a little bit more than that to put that Big Mama down. Big Mama's House, starring Martin Lawrence. Transylvanian Vampiric Mama. That's right. I said what I said. Oh, what is this? Some sort of wreck lock. What do you call that? Ship lock. What? Oh, and I thought maybe Lady D was gonna tap out of that, but no. She's coming back full force to try to turn this thing around in her favor. Again, if she doesn't take it here, who knows when she might enjoy another championship opportunity, if ever. These things are hard to come by. Puts Becky up. Nice fall away slam there. Lots of meth is Cole's secret. No. I don't think Michael's a meth head. No, he's clean as a whistle. Alcina going for the pin after a series of stomps there, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. We've seen Becky persevere and survive so much worse. And if you're going to... No way. Oh my gosh. Did you like it the first time around? Well, I got good news for you, Lady D. You've got another all-expenses paid trip to Suplex City. What's going on? Oh! Oh my gosh, she just... Nasty World have been playing so many tricks all night, and I think they just found themselves on the receiving end of one. Lady D turned the lights out and appeared behind her. That was so spooky. But they're superpowers. Everybody knows when you're a vampire, you can make all the lights in the room just turn out like that. Everybody knows that. You don't keep a soul patch for that long without some kind of drug use. Does Michael Cole still have a soul patch? That's a great point. Does he still have a soul patch? Uh-oh, Lady D. What do you call this move? Oh, over the bridge pin. Is that going to be enough? New champion. And then, I just got so excited I knocked the controller off the table. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'll be honest, folks. I always try to be an impartial judge and commentator, but no part of me believed that Lady Dimitresque was going to pull this out tonight. Your new women's champion, Lady Dimitresque, just defeated Becky the Wreck Radis. Well, I guess if there was any doubt in the crowd tonight on whether Lady D deserved this match, could capitalize on the opportunity.
And new, undisputed, prestigious
cast out the doubt now.
World Champion, Lady Destroyer.
Unbelievable, folks. What an upset to open up. NWO Sold Out. The matriarch of the Nasty World just lost the title to Lady Dimitresque. And look, you see Rager on the outside. He's so distraught. He doesn't know what to do. Somebody get some goo gone or something. We're going to have to scrub off that spray paint, I think, because Lady Dimitresque just wrestled the only championship in the Nasty World's clutches out of the very capable hands of Becky the Wreck Radis. I'm in disbelief. I did not expect to see this tonight. Unbelievable. And the fans said it was very good, too. New champ. Well, you know what? I said it earlier. Never been a women's title match that Becky wasn't in. And that's still, I think, going to be true because she has well earned an automatic rematch to try to get that belt back on the next stream. I'm sure she'll take it, but unbelievable. What a win for the new women's champion, Lady Dimitresque. Fantastic. And, well, let's keep the championship matches moving tonight, folks. Keep them coming. We've already seen the belt change hands once tonight. Let's see some teams action. We're going to see a lot of teams action tonight, so buckle up, get a snack. Eat your melatonin gummies. Oh, my God. You know what? This is the lie I always tell myself, too, because it's almost midnight already. Typically, I do more matches than what I'm doing tonight. And I cut back on them because I was like, I don't want to be up till 1 in the morning. Well, it's almost midnight now. We got this match, and then I think 5 more after it. And the main event is going to be a bit of a saga. The main event, just getting through all the entrances in the main event is going to be like 10 minutes. But let's not worry about that right now as I blink away my blurry vision because I'm so tired. Here comes one half of the last American Heroes. Look at this. all the fog in the arena, the motorcycles, all this bad boy nonsense, this nasty world idiocy, forget about it, because here comes two upstanding citizens.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the prestigious World Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 602 pounds, American Alpha.
Here they come, the last American heroes left, folks. We're in such dire need of some American heroes. These are the last ones. They're gonna get us. They're gonna get us right on track. Don't worry. Benny and Moose, they earned this championship match. I think Benny and Moose might be alive right now, actually. The last American heroes on YouTube. I think they're doing some Kevin Smith trivia, which is curious. I didn't even put this together until right now. I believe they're hosting some Kevin Smith bar trivia right now. And the two of them are actually going to challenge Jay and Silent Bob to a match right now. I didn't even put that connection together until this very moment. Incredible. Jay and Silent Bob are
and introducing the champions.
A little controversial.
At a combined weight of 407 pounds. They are the prestigious World Team Champions, the Trailblazers.
A little controversial. You may remember, though they did emerge victorious. Well, they didn't emerge victorious, is my point. They emerged champions from the Backrooms pay-per-view at the last stream. They actually lost that match via countout to the Nasty World. But of course, you may know, champion's advantage in these matches. You cannot change the title. Does not. I'm so fucking sleepy. The title does not change hands by way of countout. So though they lost, they still left as champions, which is interesting because that would mean if they lost tonight, they actually would not get an automatic rematch because they have not successfully defended those belts, technically speaking, yet. Tonight would be the first time they do, should they defeat Benny and Moose, but easier said than done. Benny and Moose, one of our top teams in the league. This will be their first championship opportunity in their young career. You know they're not going to squander it. They're going to capitalize and make big. This is going to be a very competitive match, I think. There's so much chin going on right now. What? You care to elaborate on it? I guess Jay's got quite a chin there, doesn't he? He does have quite a chin there. And that's what it's all about, folks. The purple straps right there. Very prestigious belts held by the kids at Heart for a very long time before they unfortunately imploded. And we'll see those very same kids compete tonight in the main event. Here we go. Brother Lomas and Kevin Smith. Well, excuse me, Silent Bob, not Kevin Smith. And the Jinko jeans there. Oh, man. This will be very interesting to see how this goes. Benny and Moose earned this opportunity by defeating Smash and Survive in the back rooms, making themselves the #1 contenders to the team's titles. And you hear a lot of boos. A lot of disapproval going around here. For Jay and Silent Bob, who you would ordinarily peg as the fan favorites, but I don't know, maybe we're in nasty country. And you know, Ragers got a lot of history with those guys. Maybe the fans here in jolly old fucking London in it are feeling similarly. Hooks the leg, doesn't get it. We're in the Nastyverse now, ain't that the truth? We're traveling across the Nastyverse, baby. We're in Bizarro land, as they say. How's Adam doing tonight? How we doing? I'm so tired, man. I'm sleepy. I am so sleepy. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. TGIF, though, am I right? I just want to chill out and play Cyberpunk. maybe I won't go to see The Flash. I'll just play Cyberpunk. Like, that wouldn't be so bad either. Hooks the leg, Moose Hoss. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. That's what I've been doing. I think I'm pretty dead set on in September they're releasing like a huge expansion for Cyberpunk, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and stream that. I never expected I would return to Cyberpunk on this channel. Because you might remember, or maybe you don't remember. I don't really know if anybody was watching me at that time, but a long, long time ago, I was streaming Cyberpunk on here when it was kind of a newer game, and it was also kind of a train wreck. But I've been replaying it lately on the PS5 and really, really enjoying it. It's like a really good game when it works, and they're putting out a huge DLC expansion in September. So I was thinking, I'm not going to stream that whole game because that game's like hundreds of hours. But maybe I'll stream the expansion. I also understand it's going to like overhaul like all the systems in the game. Holy shit, Silent Bob getting lit up by the moose in there. Somebody's getting counted out. Wouldn't it be something if Jay and Silent Bob retain the belts by count out here once more? No, we're back to a 1 count. Yeah, I think I'm going to stream the expansion though in September. And I almost wonder if I should not have started replaying it now, because it would probably have been more appropriate to see the game from the beginning with all these changes and overhauls that they're making. The developers have said, man, I wish this was the version of the game we released a couple years ago, because it's so much better, this expansion and like rehaul they're releasing. Working through some stuff, so forgive me for being a bit distracted tonight. Not a problem, my friend. You know, you don't owe me a thing. That you tuned in at all is very, very special, and I appreciate your time, sir. I hope things are alright. I hope you're working through good stuff. Friend. Twitter already spoiled so much of the Flash movie for me, and I'm mad about it. That's why I think I'm just going to go ahead and see it tomorrow. I was saying earlier, like, I don't really care about spoilers all that much for a lot of these movies, but I feel like this one is really relying on, like, surprises and stuff, and it's like, well, I'd like to get that experience in the theater. I want to see Michael Keaton play Batman again because I'm a sucker. It got me. So I'm thinking I might go see this stupid Flash movie tomorrow. I might love it too. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure to expect. Expect a huge choke slam for Brother Lopez to Silent Bob. Did I play the Final Fantasy demo yet? I've not played the Final Fantasy demo. And I'm going to follow that up with something. Hold on. I've not played the Final Fantasy demo. And let me tell you this. I don't even know what number that is, first of all, that Roman numeral you posted. I don't know what Final Fantasy you're on. Because I've never played a Final Fantasy ever in my life. I've never played a single one. But I will tell you this. Hold on. I think Brother Lomas got the finisher in. Hooks the leg on Silent Bob. New champions. The belts are just getting tossed around. Yeah, the cameraman nearly missed the finisher. Maybe the instant replay will show us that. The belts are getting passed around tonight, folks. Benny and Moose just won the purple belts. There's that big choke slam. I thought maybe that was going to seal the deal. There it is. Crucifixion from Brother Lomas. Oh, man, you know the Rager's feeling a little jealous of that. Getting to see his former co-conspirator, Brother Lomas, take it to Smith like that.
And the new prestigious
oh, no, the belts are invisible.
Team champions, American Alpha.
No, fuck this game. They're not the purple belts, they're the invisible belts. Can anybody prove beyond a reasonable doubt that these guys are actually the champions? Because I don't see anything in their hands. The Invisibelts. Amazing. Amazing technology being implemented here at WATCW. Congratulations to the new Wrestle Real Tag Team Champions, Benny and Moose, the last American heroes. And it looks like when it came down to it, Jay and Silent Bob not able to defend those belts that they won from the Kids at Heart, what feels like a long, long time ago. And I said it earlier, because they technically have never defended them, that's no automatic rematch. So we're going to have to find new number one contenders to challenge Benny and Moose on the next stream. Wow, we love to see the titles change hands, don't we, folks? So exciting, and that's all we're seeing tonight. Benny and Moose, the new champions, now here. Well, what do you think? Will we see it again? Will the trend continue? Will the trend continue with our Twitch Championship match? Or will Slick Nick Harley prove to be the exception to the rule here? Oh, this is going to be a good one. Here we go again. Featured Films, who earned this the hard way. The undefeated 3-0 number one contender to the Twitch Championship. Just a few moments ago, defeated MrEliMac and Head Ripper Joe.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Internet Pro Wrestling Championship.
Defeated MrEliMac and Head Ripper Joe.
From Akron, Ohio.
Akron.
Weighing in at 243 pounds. The Superstar. Joe!
There we go. Got the announcements out of the way. Defeated MrEliMac and Head Ripper Joe to seal and cement his place as number one contender to the Twitch Championship. And he will face Nick Harley, who's been a hell of a champion thus far. In one-on-one competition today. Will the trend continue, or must all good things come to an end? Who is walking out the champion of this here platform? FeaturedFilms may not even want to be the Twitch champion. I don't know. He may not even be interested in this platform anymore. If FeaturedFilm wins it, are we going to change it to the YouTube championship? What do we think? The Kick championship? That's the darkest timeline. If we have a Kick championship, we've entered the darkest timeline, for sure. DillyTodds says, hey, I know that guy. That's true. DillyTodds does know FeaturedFilms. We're making magic happen here at WATCW. And I know this guy.
Introducing the champion from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Weighing in at 224 pounds. He is the World Internet Pro Wrestling Champion, Nick Harvey.
There he is, and he's been a hell of a champion, love him or hate him, ever since he won that belt from Suge Knight 323, who I will remind you is now the world champion. Nick has defended it valiantly, even had the Money in the Bank contract cashed in by David Campbell in the back rooms. Didn't matter, didn't make a world of difference. Every time that belt's on the line, Nick Harley comes out the victor. So let's see how he goes one-on-one with Featured Films here tonight. Who says he'll spray paint the YouTube logo over it. No, I don't want no more spray painting our belts, okay? It's unacceptable behavior. Have some respect. A lot of boos again. Everybody just getting booed. But they're cheering Slick Nick. I guess this was one of those smart crowds, as they say, where they like cheer the bad guys and boo the good guys. Because look, I'm sorry, but Slick Nick, he's the slickest player in the game for a reason. He's a bit of a weasel, and he's a bit of a villain. But Featured Films is a hero that we can all believe in. And I think so many people would love to see him take that Twitch title tonight, but he's going to have to get past a hell of a champion in Mr. Slick Nick Harley. Time to ring the bell, one-on-one. Here we go, and I'm excited to see what happens here tonight between these two competitors who have been very, very impressive in their careers. And as I was saying, I've never played any Final Fantasy games before. Ever. My whole life. And I am thinking of changing that. Because my friend Terrence gave me a hard copy of a Final Fantasy VII remake like last year. He was like, here, I'm done with this. You can have it. I never played it, but I was thinking maybe I could stream that sometime. and you get like a true Final Fantasy Virgin's perspective. Because I understand you don't need to know anything about Final Fantasy to play Final Fantasy VII. And because they're doing like a Final Fantasy VII trilogy, is this correct? Like next year they're coming out with a direct sequel to Final Fantasy VII? Is that I don't know if that's correct. That's what I've interpreted as happening. But I don't know how Final Fantasy works. It's very intimidating to somebody who's never played any of them before. All I know about Final Fantasy is the fantastic theatrically released film they made about it a long time ago. Remember that? Excuse me, sir, but do you have written permission to use for the Twitch logo usage? I don't. Do you think this would be in violation of their new rules about logos? Hold up. Get that logo in the corner. That's got to be less than 3%. Well, I don't know. Do you think that's more or less than 3% of the screen down there in the corner? I guess that's not my logo per se. It's a Nasty Bring Orders logo, of course. But like, usually it's a WAT logo. I wonder if that would be because it's technically in the game. I didn't put it up there. It's not like a graphic I've put on screen. It's in the game. FeaturedFilms, if I win this, get your ass out of the camera, ref. If I win this, we all get 70-30 splits. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. There's no overlay here. No, I'm talking about the NWO logo in the corner of the screen. Like, would that logo violate the 3% logo rule? FeaturedFilms hooks the leg. Because it is a logo. Like, is it too big? But it's also in the game, so it doesn't count, right? Yeah, stipulates over this. I'm mostly joking. But I don't know. This platform is so dumb. I am seeing people move to kick, which I wish them all the best. I think kick is kind of a cesspool, but I also want it to succeed, so Twitch is unable to just do whatever they want. I want Twitch to actually like exist in fear that their most successful creators would opt to go to a different platform, because then they have to be reasonable people, right? Great competitive matchup so far. FeaturedFilms, oh boy. So it's hard to explain at this point. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is a slight change from the original, so it's not a true remake. But they're making... Oh, what a splash by the reigning defending Twitch champion! But they are making 3 or 4 of the remake. Hold on, what? They're making 3 or 4 of the remake because the remake that came out only covers like 25% of the original game story. Oh, I see. So they're taking the original Final Fantasy VII and they're expanding that story into a trilogy of games, or maybe 4 games. So okay, but getting to my original point, I could play Final Fantasy VII Remake and I would be fine. Would that be correct to say? Like, I wouldn't be like super confused or lost or anything, right? Because that is its own story with like new characters and it introduces in that game, right? You'll be fine. Okay. I'll tell you who's not fine. Slick Nick Harley, who just got busted open on the outside by FeaturedFilms, and he's locking Nick into the Texas Cloverleaf on the outside. Can't hold that too long or you'll get counted out. Of course, if Slick Nick taps on the outside, it's not going to count. You got to get that in the ring. Everybody better get back in the ring. I would hate to see a match like this end in a count out. The FeaturedFilms going to take his time, cool off, and make his way back in the ring. This is a highly competitive match, back and forth between, it's got to be said, 2 of the best competitors we must have. It's singles now. Oh, drop kick back to the outside. It's self-contained. There are no chronological Final Fantasy games except the ones with very specific notation and such, like FFX and FFX2. But FFX and FF11 are unrelated completely. Okay, I think, okay. And so it's a little confusing, but mostly not. So I can play Final Fantasy VII and I'll be good. Yeah, I was thinking of checking it out just because I own it. And obviously it's so well acclaimed because I've never played Final Fantasy. Could be fun, and then if I like it, could check out Final Fantasy 7-2. So it's final, isn't it Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth? And there's 3 Final Fantasy 13s? What does that even mean? Slick Nick rolling back out to the ring. I would have maybe let that count-out play out a little longer. But let it be said, there is some honor with Slick Nick Harley, who maybe would prefer to end this match the right way with a pin or submission in the ring. It's been back and forth. It's been bloody. It's been brutal. It's been an out-of-bounds brawl between these two. I don't know they keep getting out of the ring. But they got to get back in if they're going to finish it. Pinfall or submission in the ring only. FeaturedFilms climbs back in and is greeted by, ooh! Big slam by the champion. Rope break. Like the old school ones, Final Fantasy 5 and 6 are your favorites. Uh-oh! End of days by the champ! Hooks the leg! Is that it? Will he kick out? Oh, and look at the disrespect by Nick Harley, who hands FeaturedFilms his first loss. An awesome win for this young man. One of the biggest of his career by far. What a battle. Respect to both competitors. What do we think? FeaturedFilms showing respect. And I think Nick's face is already scabbing over, and they do shake hands. Wow. A bit of a turn here for Slick Nick, who I don't think I've seen show respect or reverence to anybody in this league before, but shook hands in the middle of the ring after a very impressive, successful defense. 3 straight wins for Nick Harley, the Twitch champ. Unbelievable. What's it gonna take? Can anybody beat this guy? And I'm so sorry, FeaturedFilms in the chat. So sad to see it, but so sad to see this. A great attempt. I mean, what a run. 3 straight wins, a triple threat, no less, to get that match. I mean, you've been doing fantastic. Don't let this get you down. We've certainly not seen the last of FeaturedFilms, and I likewise don't think that's the last we've seen of FeaturedFilms in championship matches. Now, this is a shit show, what I'm looking at here. I don't understand what's happening in this league anymore. I used to think I did. I used to have control over this. I used to, I used to believe in things, but apparently we're traveling across the Mysterio-verse. Now, here's an entrance I gotta see. I mean, I gotta see this to believe it. Rey Mysterio? That doesn't even make sense. Where did this person come from? Oh, they're coming out together. That's very nice. Wow. Dap it up. This stream's been so strange. We've got the Mysterio-verse.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
So stupid.
On the way to the ring, the Luchadors.
He's Rey Mysterio, she's Rey Mysterio, and together they're Rey Mysterios. Okay. What did I do to deserve so many Rey Mysterios? No disrespect to the man. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason. One of the most beloved superstars in the history of the sport. But that's just not the game we're playing here, and we've just got so many Rey Mysterios! And now we've got a Rey Mysterio! Unbelievable. Well, earlier tonight we were supposed to have a #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship between Catwoman and Alcina Dimitresque. And for reasons that are still beyond me, Catwoman was attacked by Rey Mysterio on her way to the ring and beaten down. As a consequence, that match never happened. Lady D did get the title match by default earlier this evening, and she won.
Your darkest fears. Weighing in at 316 pounds.
This is the reason I'm going to see the stupid Flash movie tomorrow.
Bruce Wayne.
And I just want to see this guy. Oh, Adam said, what in the Mysterio-verse is fucking happening? It's a Mysterio-verse of madness out here, folks. Every time I boot up this here game, I first thought it was just a weird glitch, right? I was like, oh, Rey Mysterio got booked. I didn't know Rey Mysterio was on the roster. And then the next time, I didn't even notice it. Rey Mysterio got booked again. I didn't even notice it was a different Rey Mysterio at the time. I went back and watched the tape, and I said, wait, this is a totally different Rey Mysterio. And then 2 Rey Mysterios showed up, and they teamed up at the same time. And now there's a Rey Mysterio. There are too many Rey Mysterios in this game, in this league. I didn't ask or solicit a single one of them. I didn't fill out that paperwork. I never asked for this. Well, now Catwoman's going to get... You're mystified that the game can just do that. Great question. How can the game just come up with an alternate universe version of Rey Mysterio that's a woman and her name is Rey Mysterio? How can it do that?
Selena Kyle.
We're going to give Catwoman a chance at revenge tonight. In a mixed tag match with her best friend, and his name isn't Revenge, his name is Vengeance. And, I mean, we're talking about multiverses in a different dimension. Catwoman was the number 1 contender tonight. In a different dimension, she got to face Becky Direct, and in a different dimension, maybe she is the WOT Women's Champion. But Rey Mysterio, again, for reasons I don't even understand and I can't perceive, I don't even know if Rey Mysterio understands why, she attacked Catwoman on the way to the ring and shattered those dreams. So now Gotham's Best have an opportunity to get revenge against these 2 masked assailants. A lot of masks in the ring tonight. Now, Batman, actually, this is not his debut here in the league, believe it or not. Last time, he did go toe-to-toe with none other than Nacho Libre, and shouldn't really shock you, he lost. Nacho Libre won, but if anybody was going to beat Batman in the ring, it was the unstoppable lucha legend, Nacho Libre. By the way, I watched Nacho Libre for the first time ever between this stream and the last wrestling stream. I don't know if I ever let that slip before, but I actually had never seen Nacho Libre in the movie. When I first started setting this up, I was like, let me just get let me get recognizable fictional wrestlers from movies and stuff. That would be fun. I thought of Nacho Libre. And then Jessica showed me a clip of Tag Out to Catwoman. Here comes Rey Mysterio. Here we go. In sanctioned action for the first time ever, Rey Mysterio going toe-to-toe with Catwoman. She showed me this clip from Nacho Libre where he was singing this song. He was like, Encarnacion! And I couldn't stop singing Encarnacion, and then we watched Nacho Libre, the actual movie. And it's delightful. This is a really great movie. I can understand now everybody likes Nacho Libre, the wrestler, so much, because it's like if Wes Anderson made a Nickelodeon movie. So if that sounds appealing to you at all, I highly recommend Nacho Libre the movie. And we'll see Nacho Libre in action later tonight in our main event as part of Team Personality. But first we gotta get through this. And I don't really know, I don't really have a horse in the race here, but I guess I would like to see this. I already have enough trouble keeping the stream under control with this Nasty World bullshit. The last thing I need are Rey Mysterios popping out of portals like the end of Endgame and making my life any more difficult. So maybe if Batman and Catwoman can win here tonight, they can scare these Mysterios back into their respective Earths, their respective dimensions. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, what's next? We got Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. I don't even know what else is possible there. I mean, I saw Across the Spider-Verse. Am I going to see a talking Rey Mysterio car? Huh? Am I going to see a Rey Mysterio cat? I don't know. It's wild. Nacho Libre was a universally hated movie when it came out. I could believe that. It's certainly not a movie that was made probably with the idea of receiving like glowing critic scores. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I shouldn't diminish it like that. Because, I mean, I feel like you gotta grade every movie on the scale that it was made for, in my opinion. You gotta look at a movie like Nacho Libre and like, hey, is it good in like a traditional sense? Whatever that even means anymore. Maybe not. But like, is it the movie that the filmmakers sought to make? Are they succeeding in telling that story, making that movie? 110%. They nailed it. Well, what a move by Rey Mysterio. Oh no! Well, it looks like not... Oh, nice counter by Catwoman. It looks like even in a different dimension across the Mysterio-verse, Rey Mysterio does indeed still dial up the 619. Yeah, I love Nacho Libre. Great movie. I mean, Jack Black. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Jack Black can make most movies like worth watching to some degree. He's great. What a kick by Catwoman. Hooks the leg on Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio kicks out. I don't know what this woman's capable. I don't know what her world even looks like. It could be some like dark dystopian future. It could be a utopia. She could live on the moon. She could live underground. I have no idea what rules apply to the world that Rey Mysterio comes from because it's not our world. I don't know. But if she can seal the deal here and get a win over Catwoman and Batman, I got a feeling she might be spending more time in our world. Uh-oh, she's dialing in the Three Amigos. What do you think? Is this a tribute to Eddie Guerrero? Back where she comes from? I don't know. Dialing up the Three Amigas, I should have said. Too sleepy, can't think that quickly on my feet. Actually tags out to Rey. I can't just say Rey, I have to say Rey Mysterio now. Not specify. And soon I might have to say Rey Mysterio of Earth 1125. Uh-oh. Big splash to Batman, middle of the ring, hooks the leg, Catwoman stunned on the outside. Is this it? Batman kicks out. Oh, we don't deserve a hero like him, but we still get it anyway. He doesn't quite get all that clothesline, though. He's definitely stunned. You know, I've been saying the fate of our league is at stake in our main event, but I almost think it's at stake here tonight, because if the Rey Mysterios win yet again, I mean, can you imagine a world in which the Rey Mysterios challenge for a title? Can you imagine Rey Mysterio women's champion? That's a canon event right there. That's going to break a timeline somewhere. Catwoman throws her to the corner. Batman stunned on the outside, though. If there was ever a time to capitalize, it's here. Oh, big kick to Catwoman in the corner. What are you going to do to seal the deal? Uh-oh, top rope. Big frog splash to Catwoman. Rey Mysterio hooks the leg. Oh, God, don't do this. No. Catwoman kicks out. Oh, my God, be still my beating heart. God. I just need some sort of control. I need some sense that I'm still manning the ship here, that I'm steering the wheel. And when you do things like bring in competitors from other dimensions, it's hard to feel that way. It's a great back and forth competitive match, though. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that for free. Whoever wins this will certainly have deserved it. Rey Mysterio hooks the leg. Oh my God. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Rey Mysterio hooks the leg and gets the win over Batman and Catwoman. Batwoman. Oh, sure, why not? At least there's precedent for Batwoman. At least that's like a perceivable character in this dimension. But I was going to say is Batman actually hasn't won a match so far. Hate to see that. I mean, I guess this is just kind of a side gig. He probably doesn't take that seriously.
Rey and Rey Mysterio, the Luchadors.
Give me a fucking break with this. The Mysterios, I don't know where Rey Mysterio came from, but I'll tell you this, it's an instant classic. Look how happy Rey Mysterio is. He never, all his life, he never thought anybody would understand what it was like to live behind the mask. And now he knows like 20 people who knows what it's like. And one of them's a lady. Unbelievable. What's next? I don't remember. Unbelievable. What is next? Oh, forgot about Walt's hazard gear. Oh my god. Well, at least there's something that can make a little more sense here, which is a World Championship match. And Shook was getting a little spicy on Twitter today. He didn't like that he's not in the main event, even though he's the reigning defending champion. I understand your grievance, your beef. Look, it's the Nasty World Order presents Sold Out. What do you want from me? Okay, and on any other card, this main event's 10 times in a row. Okay? But I still expect a great match. We'll call it a double main event, right? That's what WWE does. WWE will be like, we got 3 main events. It's like, no, the main event's the last match of the night. Okay, I'm going to let you watch this. I can take a quick bathroom break. We got 2 matches left. We got this and our main event. I'll be right back.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the prestigious Pro Wrestling Super World Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the Bad Guys from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at 174 pounds, Walter White.
Okay, I'm back. I fully expected
representing the
match to have started by the time I got back, but Walter's entrance was still going. Guy took his time. Here we go. Okay, like I was saying earlier, let's go. I got up. I got my blood pumping. I'm a little more awake now. Here we go. Any other card, this is the main event. Okay, we've got a huge match right after this. And this is going to be a big match, too. And a steel cage, no less. But let me tell you this. Earlier, I was trying to set some custom rules to this steel cage match. Let me tell you why. I was going to turn off the ability to escape the cage. Because the AI is really bad in these cage matches. And they will just try to repeatedly escape the cage and stop each other over and over again in an endless loop. And that's not what I want to happen. We've only had one cage match before, a long time ago, and that's how it went, and I'm hoping this won't go that way. I want to see like a competitive match. It's a World Championship match, but apparently I couldn't tweak the rules in Universe mode. I should have made a custom match type from the ground up, I guess. But here we go. Enough belly aching. Let's not worry about that. It's going to go great. It's going to be a nice competitive back and forth match. It's not going to be these two guys just trying to escape the cage endlessly in a loop. Here we go. Walter White, he's got his hazard gear on. He's ready to get 30. We haven't seen him don that since he defended the title against Jack Frost. And he's probably going to need it because he's facing Suge Knight 323, who I think if we're going to have the conversation, probably a little early to have this conversation, but if we're going to have it, the topic of who is the WATCW GOAT, Suge's got to be in that conversation. We call Walter White the most dominant world champion of all time, and as far as we know, that is true. Here we go, getting things started here. He is, as of yet, here it goes. Suge's going to try to escape real. No, he's not! Big elbow drop to the back of Walter White. Walter White was the most dominant world champion in our league's history. Suge certainly hopes to change that. Now he's going to try to escape. But Suge went 3 straight wins to win our first ever tournament, became the first ever Twitch champion. And then by defeating Walter White and becoming the world champion, made history as the first ever competitor in WATCW history to hold 2 different titles. Here we go. This is exactly... Okay, no, big leg drop attempt by Walter White. Never mind. It's not going to get ahead of myself. I'm just worried they're going to keep trying to escape the cage, and it's going to be so fucking ridiculous. There we go. This is what I want to see. I want to see pins. I want to see action in the cage. Big power bomb by Suge Knight there. Now, this is Walter White's automatic rematch. He earned this after 2 successful title defenses with the WAT World Championship. He was owed this automatic rematch against Suge Knight, 323, who's looking to make his first ever world title defense in this cage match here tonight. And we've said it before. I don't think I've said it tonight, so I'll say it now. It's one thing to win a title. It's a hell of another thing to defend the title. So many people have gotten their hands on championship gold, but struggled and failed to keep it around their waist. We've seen so many titles change hands tonight. Alcina Dimitresque defeats Becky the Wreck Radish to become the new women's champion. Though you'll certainly see a rematch happen as a result of that title change. Suge going to hook the leg. I think it's going to take a little bit more, though. We've seen Walter White persevere through so much in this league. Benny and Moose defeated Jay and Silent Bob to become the new team's champions. Walter White would love to keep that going. He would love to become a 2-time world champion. I think it would make him the first ever 2-time world champion in WCW history. And this is a good steel cage match so far. Competitive, back and forth, pin attempts. This is what I like to see. This is a good steel cage match. And here goes Walter White to try to escape, and that's fine. It's fine to try to escape. It's just not do it in perpetuity, okay? Wasn't Becky a 2-time? Becky's a 3-time women's champion. I'm just talking specifically about the world title. I don't believe anybody's ever won the world title twice. And I think Walter might be out of the cage already unless Suge can... Oh, boy, they're both up top. Uh-oh. Ooh, here we go, folks. They are both up on the cage, ramming Walter White's head down into that solid steel. And now he's got a receipt for Suge Knight. Takes it back to him. Rams it again. No. Oh, my God, not like this. Tosses Suge into the ring. And, folks, I don't want to say it, but I think the match is basically all but won here. As Walter dangles to the outside, he's trying to find his balance so he can safely exit. Suge's coming too, but I think it's over. I think that's it. Oh, my God, and Suge can only watch in dismay. As simple as that, the ring tactician, Walter White, reclaims the World Championship. Wow. Not like this. This is exactly why I wanted to turn Cage Escape off. Because I was afraid of a scenario like this. Unbelievable. Well, you know what? There's a phrase. Work smarter, not harder. And Walter could have stayed in that cage and he could have tried to have won it fair and square. I mean, he did win. Look at this. Amazing shot of the fans. They love it. Look at all the Nasty World shirts. A very interesting choice there, production crew. I think they're giving thumbs downs. Maybe it's showing how disappointed they are with how this match ended. Boo. This sucks. We hate this. Boo. Why didn't you turn off Cage Escape?
Here is your winner and new prestigious pro wrestling super world champion.
Suge in there is so disappointed.
White.
Suge is so disappointed, and I don't blame him. But look, Walter did technically win it fair and square. 1.5 lackluster world title match. I mean, that's why it didn't go on last, I suppose. I'm sorry to say it. and it's not the way I would have preferred to have seen it, but Walter White just made history in becoming the first ever 2-time World Heavyweight Champion in quick order there by escaping the cage almost effortlessly. And that's why he is the ultimate ring strategist here in WATCW. But let me tell you this. You might be seeing what you're looking at right here, and you might be disappointed. You might think, I expected more from a world title match. I'm right there with you, and that's why I am proud and excited to announce. That's right, FeaturedFilms came back to the Walter White win. I am proud and excited to announce on the next wrestling stream, the next pay-per-view, it's going to be a big 10-match card, and it's going to be our SummerSlam equivalent pay-per-view, WatCon. And it's going to be a main event where Walter White will try to start off his second world title reign in top shelf fashion. Because for the first time ever, he will defend that belt one-on-one in singles against none other than, we've been talking about him all night, Nacho Libre, the main event of WatCon. The reigning defending champion Walter White will defend that belt against Nacho Libre. Believe it or not, the two of them have never faced each other in singles before. They had their triple threat at WrestleMania, but the most dominant world champion in WATCW history, Walter White, will defend that belt against the most dominant superstar, period, in this league's history, Nacho Libre. And I don't expect that to be a disappointment. That's a money match right there. Walter White versus Nacho Libre. Speaking of Nacho Libre, here we go, baby. This is what we're here to see, our main event. There is so much on the line here. Team Personality versus the Nasty World Order and the Sole Survivor 8-man elimination tag team match. Now, how does this work? If you're a wrestling fan, it's a Survivor Series match. Boom. You understand what I mean by that. If you're not a wrestling fan, let's talk about this. There's obviously 4 men to a team. It's an 8-man tag match. However, whereas most tag matches, the first one to reach a pinfall or submission wins, that is not the case here. If you are pinned in the match, you individually are eliminated. So if you pin your opponent, suddenly it's a 4-on-3 match, and so on and so forth. And the match will continue until one team has been completely defeated and completely eliminated. This is a sole survivor match. And here comes Nacho Libre. He's so excited. He just learned he's the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title in the next stream, where he main events against Walter White. But he's got his work cut out in front of him right here.
It's an 8-man tag team match. Introducing first.
I'm going to take my melatonin.
Mexico,
Let's go.
Weighing in at 304 pounds, the living legend, the Luchador.
Chris said he almost KO'd until he got the notification. Let's get this done. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Chris is here for the main event. He's here to see Team Personality prevail. And yes, Heisenberg won. Walter White escaped the cage in like 3 minutes, it felt like. Nobody hit a finisher, nothing. It was very lackluster, but Walter White's the champion once more. Once the other team is out, you have to count out your teammates. No, it's not that complicated. You just have to be the last team standing. The sole surviving
his
team.
Partners from West Newbury, Massachusetts.
Now look at this.
Weighing in at 251
John Cena, who,
pounds.
as far as I was concerned, was not in this league anymore. We haven't seen John in a long time. I don't think this is the God of Wrestling pay-per-view. Former WATCW World Champion right here, John Cena. Noticing a trend here, Nacho Libre, same is true. When it came time for Chris to pick his teammates, he picked the best, that's for sure. John Cena is back, you know, and I gotta say, if anybody was going to take that phone call, John's just such a stand-up guy. I think when he heard what was going on here in WATCW, he knew he had to step off the set of Peacemaker Season 2 and fly back here immediately. to help save the league from the Nasty World's nasty clutches. And he has joined Team Personality here tonight. Are you going to fall asleep on stream? Very possible. I'm really sleepy. I said towards the beginning of the stream it felt like I had already taken the melatonin. I just want to guarantee I'm like in a fugue state, like I am just ready to fucking snooze by the time I get in bed.
From Wichita, Kansas.
Now comes Ted Lasso,
weighing in at
not a former world champion.
Pounds.
That's okay. There's you don't really ever need to justify putting Ted Lasso on your team. Maybe he doesn't have the same impressive history or win record as Nacho or John Cena, but just so purely represents the morals and the ethics and the drive of Team Personality and the vision of a better tomorrow. Ted Lasso really embodies that. So another natural fit for Team Personality. Comment Suge Knight 323L. It's so rude, Chris. Chris and Suge were trading barbs on the timeline today. I don't know if you saw that. They were getting after each other. It made me kind of wish they were booked in a match tonight. And now here comes the leader
Chicago,
of Team Personality.
Illinois, weighing in at 191 pounds. Perfect 10, Chris Anthony Lopez.
Now, he's maybe not got the same gusto that you're used to seeing. No fog machines. Well, there are pyrotechnics, I suppose. No flips. Just a man who's been burned, who's been betrayed, who's been wronged, and is on the warpath to get justice and restore order to WATCW. The Personality, Chris Anthony Lopez. He's all business tonight, and he is the captain of Team Personality, forced into battle against his former brother, Hollywood Nick Molbach, hailing straight from Chicago, bat in hand. It is gonna be, no pun intended, a nasty one. It's gonna be a fight. And that is a man who is here to hurt someone, which can only mean here they come. Here they come. There we go. Now the whole screen is black and white. Hollywood Molbach, that son of a bitch.
At a combined weight of 568 pounds, the NWO.
And yes, if you're wondering, I have noticed the part of Seaman Demon's outfit that is absolutely freaking the fuck out on his arm. You would think maybe I would have changed it because it is permanently like that, but I just love that outfit on Connor so much. Someone has to untangle his frills. Here they come, the Nasty World Order. You know, we've known about the Nasty World, the Rager and the Demon. They've been a staple of our team's division, been in the league since day one. But that is the man right there who's caught us off guard. Nick Molbach, one half of the Kids at Heart. He and Chris Anthony Lopez, the most dominant team in our league's history. Look out, Nacho and John! The Demon's right in front of you. Get out of the way! Get out of there! There they go. Team Personality, the entire team possess the ability to teleport. It's going to be an advantage coming up in this match, I would think. But Nick Molbach, one half of the Kids at Heart. And after they lost the titles a second time to Jay and Silent Bob, seemingly snapped, betrayed Chris, and decided to align himself with the Rager and the Demon. And that's a one-way road there, my friends. Once you go, you're not coming back. And part of me wonders if this is the true Nick Molbach all along. We're seeing his true colors. And those colors are black, white, and gray. Yes, he learned from Lady Dimitresque. Now here's the one I want to really discuss. When this match was envisioned, when it was booked, by the way, this man just recently beat the shit out of MGK, who's a total loser. Cleveland.
Weighing in at 331 pounds, Matt Thomas.
I was happy to book it, but my thing was, who the hell is going to support the Nasty World Order It's an 8-man match. There's only 3 guys in the Nasty World, and I would love to have let Becky the Wreck compete in this, but unfortunately that is beyond this game's programming ability. Who's going to vouch for them? And to my shock, it was the Master Matt Thomas who would come out of the woodwork. And I asked Matt about this, and he said, it's not so much about supporting the Nasty World as it is competing against Chris. And I asked him what he meant by that. And I guess when it came time to pick partners, Matt thought he was going to be a shoo-in for Team Personality. Not only did he not get the phone call, but he said, look at who Chris picked. Nacho Libre, the first guy to ever beat me. John Cena, the guy who took my title away from me. He picked these guys and not me. Matt was first, probably the only person in line, realistically. But Matt said, I'll be first in line to volunteer to take all 3 of them out at the same time. And then, I don't know, Ted Lasso just catching strays over there, probably. John Taffer with the killer tan. Wait, should I put John Taffer in this game? Or is that too inside baseball? There's like no Taffer representation on the stream to go off of, but John Taffer has become quite a running joke between the Watt boys. Anyway, I don't want to break kayfabe too much. Here we go. Hollywood Nick Molbach and Nacho Libre starting the action off here in the ring in the main event. The main event match, it's true. Cena going straight for the Master. No love lost between John Cena and the Master Matt Thomas. Now here is the biggest question. Who will score the first elimination tonight? I'll also let you know. Here's a little inside baseball as well. I turned on the knockout rule for this match. Meaning if somebody just gets beat up too much, they'll get knocked out cold and eliminated. Because if I didn't do that, this match is liable to go on for at least an hour. You've seen how regular tag matches go? Imagine how 8-man tag matches go. So I did a little housekeeping to make sure this match does indeed end. Nacho Libre going for a big leg drop, doesn't get it. And time for Hollywood Nick Molbach to get the advantage. And it is an absolute fucking... It's anarchy outside the ring. Everybody aside from Rage are spilling to the outside and battling. There goes Chris and the Demon. Nacho gets the advantage in the ring, and now you see everybody getting back to their corners. That's right, pandemonium, folks. And I would expect nothing less. This is perhaps the biggest main event in WATCW history. Team Personality versus the Nasty World. Who will get the first elimination? That is probably the most crucial part of the entire match, because once you score that elimination, you turn this from a 4-on-4 match to a 4-on-3 match. And it's so much easier to keep momentum going from that point forward. 4-on-2, 4-on-1, and then you win. And Nick locks in the calf crusher on Nacho Libre. Chris says, no way, he's going to break it up. Never mind, he doesn't. Thankfully, Ted Lasso's there to help out. There's a lot to keep track of here, folks. Forgive me, I've taken 2 melatonin gummies. I want to go to bed after this. It is so close to 1 in the morning. Can you imagine if I didn't cut back on the matches? Ordinarily, we do 17 matches. I think today we did maybe 15, although one of them didn't happen because of Rey Mysterio. Here we go, John. What's it going to be? Don't get too confused. John's a little rusty. John Cena and Hollywood Nick Molbach. Nick's, I think, been the legal man through this whole thing, and what a leader that makes him. You know what I mean? Gotta give him credit. All right, Rager and John Cena. Never thought I'd see the day. Here they go, locking up in the center of the ring. Who is going to be the first one? Oh, Nick Molbach getting involved, and he's going to pay for it. But that gives the Rager an opportunity to do a fantastic springboard elbow to get the advantage on John Cena, while Hollywood Nick Molbach takes a breather on the outside. And it's just so important for Team Personality to pull this out. Chris has been battling the Nasty World Order all last stream and this one, and has not managed to get much of an advantage or momentum in his way. He did successfully beat Nick up in that impromptu brawl earlier tonight. That did indeed go his way, but he was beaten and made to look like a fool by all 3 members of the Nasty World on the last stream. He was defeated in the back rooms in individual solo competition against Hollywood and Molbach. Oh, and he goes right for him. Oh, and look, here we go. The former brothers, the kids at heart, tying up in the ring for the first time. You had to know it was only a matter of time before the 2 of them found each other and all this. Whoa! What a kick to Matt Thomas on the outside. And the personality must just be so disgusted with the way this has turned out. Having to fight. You know how many podcasts he's done with all 3 of these guys? He's got to fight all 3 of them. How did this happen? The Nasty World works in such mysterious ways. The personality has gone feral. I mean, this is just so personal. And it really is maybe the most important match we've ever seen because, in a way, I really feel it just determines the future of this league, right? We've seen the Nasty World run roughshod all up and down this stream. My camera's still in grayscale. I don't know how to turn that off. I think like the Seaman Demon probably did that one. He's such a little trickster. This match has been pretty competitive so far. Keep in mind, all 4 people in one team have to be eliminated for this match to end. I'm pretty confident that like once the first elimination happens, it's going to be pretty rapid after that. I did test this match out a couple of different ways, just so I knew how to tweak it. That's what made me decide to turn on the knockouts, because boy howdy. We have a problem here. I think we're on the precipice of a double count out. Chris gets back in. Where's the demon? Oh, Chris is just consumed by his own anger and lust for revenge. The demon was 1 second away from being counted out of this, and that would have counted, folks. No pun intended. That elimination would have been valid. And now Chris is saying, who's next? Who else I got? Chris is taking it to all of them. And this is very interesting. Chris is just seeing such a strong shade of red. I'm wondering if it's clouding his judgment and his ability to think straight. Even then, he taunts the demon, and that allows Hollywood Moloch to get in, but Chris is just so fucking...
A competitor has been eliminated.
What? Oh my god! I can't believe it! Chris just eliminated Hollywood Nick Molbach! Chris just... The first elimination, Chris eliminates Nick Molbach. I guess a knockout, but what was that move even? I don't even think that was a finishing maneuver. Nick had just taken so much punishment on the behalf of Team Personality here that he's been eliminated by knockout, and that makes us a 4-on-3 teams match now. Radis, the Demon, and Matt Thomas, without their team captain, will have to try and rally and turn this thing back around to their side. Unbelievable. The first elimination, Nick Molbach by the hands of Chris Anthony Lopez. 1 down, he says. 1 down. Yeah, Nick just took too much damage tonight. Couldn't keep up. Now Ted Lasso is thinking up something horrific here. What is he cooking? Ooh, diving elbow to the back of the Rager. Goes for the pin. Could it be? No, Rager kicks out. Amazing. Amazing. That's what dreams are made of, and Rager fights out of it. Springboard elbow. I mean, how do you rally when you tags out to the Demon? Now, these guys have a lot of history, of course. The chemistry is on the side of the Nasty World, one would think. Rager and Demon have teamed up so many times, have faced Chris Anthony Lopez before via Kids at Heart, and have enjoyed a victory together earlier tonight on behalf of Smash and Survive. And the Demon is getting pummeled by Ted Lasso, who just aired the series finale of the show with his same namesake there. I don't think it was very well received. I don't know. I only watched the first season of Ted Lasso. Thought it was pretty good. I heard diminishing returns on the second and third. I don't know. Maybe folks in the chat can weigh in on that. We got some Ted Lasso heads out there. You gotta get in that ring. Be careful with that count out. You never know. Nasty World sometimes just gets so preoccupied by their bloodlust that they forget the rules and lose matches. And wow, look at that. Great work from Ted Lasso. Demon preoccupied with Nacho Libre on the outside. That's your new #1 contender right there. But he got snuck up by Ted, and it is so important for Nasty World to get an elimination. Tags in the Master. Here we go. I know Matt Thomas is a bit of a Ted Lasso fan, so this has got to be difficult for him. Although we already saw him defeat somebody else he was a fan of this earlier this evening. I'm not a fan of him, but he is a fan of MGK, and he beat the shit out of him. So it is not beneath him. Feature film saw season 1 and 2 of Ted Lasso. It was fantastic. Okay. I've been meaning to get back to... I've said this before. People know this. Oh, huge rock bottom from Master. I didn't knock out Ted. He's going to go for the pin. John Cena's going to try to stop it, and he does. That's exactly why I turn on knockouts, by the way. Because, I mean, in what world would the AI know to knock all 3 guys off the apron and stop them from breaking up the pin? It literally would not end. How would you ever get a pin in without somebody breaking it up in this match? It's why knockouts are turned on. All right, brings in the Demon, who goes for John Cena, but I believe Ted Lasso is still the legal man. And Ted Lasso has to be hurting. If you're the Demon, the last thing you want is for Ted to be able to tag out, and he's fighting out of it. Because he's got to be wounded, he's got to be vulnerable. Ted has got to be on the precipice of a knockout if somebody can just hit another blockbuster move on him. He goes for the pin on the Demon. Rager's not buying it. He's not even going to try to stop it. Good call there. It's going to take more than that to exercise the Demon. Uh-oh, what's going on? Some sort of fuckfest on the outside. We got Nacho, we've got Cena, we've got Thomas. Oh, wow, and that's Matt Thomas's worst nightmare. John Cena and Nacho Libre at the same time on the outside. And Ted...
A competitor has been eliminated.
No! Ted Lasso just eliminated the Demon! Ted Lasso eliminated the Demon! And now he's on the warpath with this, suplex on the apron on the outside. And now I can't believe it. This is a 4-on-2 match. Team Personality versus the Rager and the Master. As God is my witness, I never thought I'd see the day that the Rager Rick Radis and the Master Matt Thomas were on the same team. Not only were they on the same team, they're all that's left. Somehow, the Rager and the Master have to put their differences aside and defeat 4 of the greatest competitors in our league's history. I just don't know that it can be done. Is this karmic justice? Do you get what you fucking deserve here in the nasty world? The bill comes due, and they're having to pay for their crimes as Team Personality has owned this main event. And if Matt's not careful, there's going to be a double count out. He gets back in. Oh my god, can you imagine that? Rager? If this match ends up Rager having to fight all 4 of these guys at the same time, can you believe it? The Nasty World has not managed to get a single elimination on Team Personality. Chris knows how to pick them. And Chris likes all 3 seasons of Ted Lasso, so no wonder he picked him. The Master going for a picture-perfect sharpshooter on Ted Lasso, and he gets it! He gets it! He gets it! Ted Lasso's eliminated! Hits the rock bottom on Chris, hooks the leg, middle of the ring! Nobody's trying to stop it! Oh, Chris kicks out. Rager was ready to with the cavalry. Ted Lasso gets eliminated by Matt Thomas. 3-on-2. Nacho Libre, John Cena, and the Personality, Chris Anthony Lopez, taking it to Matt Thomas and the Rager. And what is now a 3-on-2 match. But Chris has got to be feeling vulnerable. Chris has got to be on the edge of a knockout here. Oh, and the Rager would love to do this. He would love to pick off the team captain here tonight. Oh, but guess what? Chris fights out of it. That triple R GTS. He's got one of his own. Oh, I thought we were going to see the Personality TKO. He's ready. He's tuning up the band. Look out, Ricky. Don't get out of the ring. Oh, and he dodges it. Big dodge by the Rager. Big dodge by the Rager. With that Gourd Buster GTS now to the skull of Chris. But he's too busy showboating, and here comes the Doctor of Thugonomics. Oh, but Rick's got something for him too. The Three Amigos, or maybe as we'd say in another universe, the Three Amigas. Looks to perhaps make another elimination here. Hits all three to John Cena. It's going to hook the leg. Is it enough? No, John Cena kicks out. You can't eliminate John Cena with the signature. You got to hit a finisher, Rick. Tags in Matt Thomas. And let me tell you, I know Matt Thomas would love to eliminate John Cena and Nacho Libre. That would mean so much to him. That would be so fulfilling. And I gotta say, it's a 3-on-2 match right now, but ever since the Demon got eliminated, Rager and Matt Thomas have been in control here. I mean, this would be huge. If they could eliminate one more person, we'd be 2-on-2 tonight, folks. And that's a place from which anything's possible. Anybody could win. But can they do it? Can he capitalize on Cena here? And it's just so personal to Matt. Our inaugural world champion who went on maybe the worst losing streak we've ever seen. Maybe on the outside it would seem unusual to pick someone with such a challenging background in the ring, but I think he's proven why he's here. Rager doesn't seem to know where he is, by the way. I think he's proven why he's here. It's so personal. He would love to seize the opportunity to eliminate any one of these guys. Oh, and Rager has got to stop John. Big match, John, clothesline to the outside. And Nasty World just cannot afford an elimination at this point. If either Rager or Matt goes, that is just the end of it. They are going to have to fight their way to the very end here. Imagine if Matt was the sole survivor for their team. Wouldn't that be something? Nasty World Order, and all of them get eliminated except for Matt. That would be a hell of a thing. John Cena putting Rager up on his shoulders, taking him back to the ring, I believe. And again, you got to be careful with these countouts. They are valid. If it happens, you are eliminated. That's even in the double countout. Gets Rager back in the ring, who is now busted open by the hands of John Cena. Whoever gets this next elimination, I mean, it's just going to really dictate how the rest of this match goes. Whether it's going to be a 2-on-2 teams match or whether it's going to be a handicap match. Oh, and if John hits this, this could take Rager out all the way. 5-knuckle shuffle, is it going to do it? No, not quite. Not quite. But he's going to try to pin. Is Matt Thomas here with the save? No, he's not. Oh. I thought Ricky might have been done. John's going to the corner, tagging a Nacho. Now, if you're... Oh, this is the last guy you want to fucking see. When you're struggling and when you're trying to just survive the night, Nacho Libre is not the guy that you want on the other side of the squared circle. But Rager dishing out a series of strikes. He's going to tag Matt in, and this is what Matt has wanted, an opportunity to embarrass Nacho Libre, who's only ever been pinned once in his entire career in the Elimination Chamber against Don Thriller. Nacho Libre, who has got a guaranteed championship match at the next stream. Can you imagine what it would mean for Matt, not only on a personal level, to get a pin on Nacho Libre, but a professional level? And he may not get it here, because now look at this. This is his worst nightmare. These two guys teaming up on him at the same time. The same is true for John Cena. Matt would love to pin John here. It's just so personal to him. And the Nasty World have really struggled these last couple minutes to get control back of this match. John's up top. No! No! A top rope AA! No! No! I can't believe that didn't knock him out. That was incredible. Rager's not going to save him? Wow. I can't believe it. Matt just kicked out of a top rope attitude adjustment. I can't believe there's anything left in the master, but I gotta think that was just instinct. Matt just couldn't stand the thought of getting pinned by John Cena again. He had to kick out. He had to survive even just one more minute longer. And now he's stuck in there with Nacho Libre, and he has to get to the Rager. Matt has to tag to the Rager, who's gonna save him for the pin. And Rager and Matt are gonna have to... Rager is out. He's stunned. He's not been eliminated, but he's been stunned to the outside, and Matt is stuck in here with all three of these guys. Oh, it would be so easy at this stage. It would be so easy to eliminate Matt if John Cena can just focus and capitalize while Rager is stunned to the outside. I mean, these two guys, Matt and Rager, are going to have to rely on each other so much. They're all each other has. Oh, what a disaster. And you got to wonder if the Master is regretting his decision to join this. This has got to be it. Matt kicks out again. Who is this guy? The perseverance of the Master tonight. Truly, I think it's almost arcane, his refusal to be pinned by John Cena or Nacho Libre. He's just, we've seen what that did to him. But both of those losses jump-started his losing streak. Nacho thinks he's got it. What do we think? Matt says no, he will not be fell by these guys. Not again. The Master will not let Cena get the pin. Yeah. Chris is going to try it. Uh-oh, puts him up. Personality TKO, and I can't believe again that didn't knock him out. Goes for the pin. Rager's going to try to save him, and he does. And he does. I can't believe Matt won't get knocked out either. He's been a glutton for punishment, but he's stayed in this thing. And Rager saved the Master, but for how long? Because now he is incurring the wrath of the Personality, who just kicks him in the fucking jaw. Spinebuster! Wow, look at that. Goes for the pin. Does he have it? Chris kicks out. Chris kicks out. And Chris doesn't have to make it to the end for his team to win, but you gotta think this is so personal to him. He's gotta want to make it to the very end and lead his team. Not going for the submission finish, but John Cena not interested in seeing it. Cena and Nacho are double teaming Matt like it's on P-Hub. Oh, it's so rude, but not completely inaccurate. Oh, here we go. You've seen the Master hand. What about the Master elbow? Oh my God, I thought maybe that would knock John out, but it didn't. Chris is going up. Look out, Matt. Flying high, the Personality. Nope, decides against it. Big suplex from the Master. Nacho wants in. Matt too busy showboating and gloating. Oh, he just barely stops him. Just barely stops the tag out to Nacho. This has gotten really competitive. Despite the circumstances and the odds weighed against the nasty world. Big rock bottom! Wow, that, again, no knockout. Considering that the knockouts against Nick and the Demon, to me, were kind of like random and anticlimactic, I'm really shocked to see none of these finishers getting him here. In fact, we kind of need somebody to get knocked out, or else this match will never end. Oh, Matt getting distracted by his bloodlust for Nacho. Chris is a legal man. Nacho stunned to the outside. Matt tags to the Rager. Again, it's so strange seeing these two on the same team. I never thought I'd see the day. So much bad blood between the two of them. Big elbow to the Personality. Ooh! What's it going to be? Tags out to John. John Cena and the Rager in the ring. Yeah, we kind of are going to need somebody to get knocked out, or else we're just going to see a lot of pins get broken up. And Daddy needs to go to bed. Uh-oh, Triple R. GTS to John Cena. Right in the skull. Rager eliminates John Cena.
Has been eliminated.
Rager eliminates John Cena. It is Chris Anthony Lopez and Nacho Libre. Ooh, big move. Busts open the Rager. It is 2-on-2, folks. Rager and the Master. Chris and Nacho. Who's it going to be? The next elimination is so crucial. The next elimination is so crucial because it will turn this into a 2-on-1 handicap match. Rager with the pin.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Oh my goodness, this just got turned around in a big bad way. It is Nacho Libre versus the Rager and the Master. 2-on-1. Oh, and look at that. Rager hits him with a German into a lariat. That's Nacho's own signature. Chris can't believe this. He is fuming in the chat, and I don't blame him. The team captain eliminated. And now Rager puts Nacho into a modified crossface on the outside. I mean, look, if anybody could do it, it's Nacho. But this is now a 2-on-1 handicap match. The Rager and the Master versus Nacho Libre. The sole representative of team personality. But look, one well-placed knockout here, and Nacho can turn this around. It's so important for the Rager to stay in control of this and stop that from happening. Huge kick to the back of Nacho's head. Because, mind you, there's nobody to bail Nacho out at this stage. Ooh, is that going to be enough? No, it's not enough. It's going to take more than that to defeat Nacho. And Rager is feeling himself in a big, bad way. And he tags out to the Master. That's got to be a show of appreciation for Matt stepping up to help the NWO out. Spinebuster! If Matt manages to finish this up by eliminating Nacho Libre, it'll have been so worth it for him. Nacho gets the rope! Rope break for Nacho Libre. This was so close to over. It's like I said, one well-placed elimination and Nacho could change the entire momentum of this match. But he's got to get out of this. Oh, and he turns it around. Huge press slam. Nacho's going to try the pin. Rager's not coming. Matt kicks out. This is huge. Can Nacho win this match all by himself now?
A competitor has been eliminated.
Nacho just eliminated Matt. Oh no! Oh no, but the Rager is coming in. The Rager's coming in to take it all home. Team Rick Radis. I can't believe it. The sole survivor was the Rager. Of all people. The Rager is the sole survivor. After everything that happened. It was so personal.
Here are your winners.
Unbelievable. The fucking Rager is the sole survivor. Unreal. The greatest of all time. The sole survivor match ends with the Rager knocking out Nacho Libre cold. Unbelievable. When it came down to it, somehow, I mean, they were on the losing end from the start with Nick getting eliminated, then the Demon. But the Master and the Rager were able to fight out of it, and the Rager snuck in the final knockout elimination at the final moment with that Triple R GTS, the Nacho Libre. And I gotta say, I thought we were gonna see a miracle happen here, but the Nasty World managed to successfully defend their own home turf and stand tall as the winners against Team Personality tonight. But you know what? I don't think I'm done with this quite yet. The Nasty World comes in here, and they spray paint my ring, and they spray paint my belts, and they turn my camera black and white. I'm sick of the disrespect. And I'm sick of the way I see Chris Anthony Lopez, perhaps the greatest advocate and superstar in WATCW history. I'm so sick of how he's been mistreated and disrespected time and time again. And the thing is with these guys, it's a numbers game. They're always winning because the game is rigged in their favor. So I'm going to give Chris an opportunity to get what he wants. And I see him in chat. He said it himself. He knocked out Nick tonight, which is so important. And we saw him winning that brawl earlier this evening. So I'm gonna book something else for WatCon. We already know we're getting the main event. Walter White defends the title against Nacho Libre. But I'm going to book another match for WatCon, our next stream. Our next wrestling stream. The numbers game no longer applies. Demon, Rager, Matt Thomas, stay in the back. Team personality, stay in the back. Because we're going to see the personality, Chris Anthony Lopez, go one-on-one against Hollywood Nick Mulbach in the first ever WATCW Hell in a Cell. And it's going down at WatCon. No interference, no teammates, no funny business. Those two men will be locked in a cell filled with weapons and allowed to do whatever they want. I'm going to give Chris his final opportunity to get even, to get justice, to save our league from this nasty behavior. WatCon, Lopez, Mulbach, Hell in a Cell. Book it, Daddy-O. It's going to be our biggest show yet. It's going to be, we had our Really Mania. This is our SummerSlam. A 10-match epic. WatCon. All 4 titles going to be defended, including Walter White versus Nacho Libre, including the Hell in a Cell match, Nick Mulbach versus Chris Anthony Lopez. We'll be crowning our first ever Miss Money in the Bank. You'll get the rematch between Becky the Wreck Radis and Alcina Dimitresque. You'll get Slick Nick Harley defending the title against another new #1 contender. Who could it be? Perhaps we'll figure out what's going on with this Mysterio mess. There's a lot left to come. And the next show is going to be our biggest yet, WatCon. And you'll see all 4 of these men on the screen compete. I promise you that much. The story isn't over, folks. So thank you for tuning in tonight. The story continues. The saga continues. And let it be known, Chris Anthony Lopez fought his goddamn heart out there. And he was the one to get the first elimination on Hollywood Nick Mulbach. It ain't over till we say it's over. It will be decided once and for all in the cell who the better man is. That's right. We're going to finish the story at WatCon, brother. Thank you for tuning in. It is so late. I am so tired. Oh my God, I'm going to feel so shitty in the morning. But it was well worth it to host another fantastic WATCW stream for you folks. Thank you for tuning in, my friends. I appreciate you so much. I don't know when I'll be back. Maybe Sunday night we'll pick up some Resident Evil 4. I can't think that far ahead. It's too far ahead in the future. I'm so tired. Thank you for tuning in. This is another fantastic installment of WATCW. I am your host and Commissioner Taylor Cleek. Good night, folks. We'll see you next time for WatCon. Drive safe. Have a good night. And absolve yourself of any nastiness. It is not a nasty world, I promise you. It'll get better. We will prevail. Don't lose hope. Just believe. Believe in something. And until then, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time. Sweet dreams. Night, night. Bye-bye. Sleepy time. Stay real. That's what we'll start saying. Stay real. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Good night.